Hello, my beautiful friends.
Hey, I feel like I have to relearn how to do this.
I know, right? I completely understand. So tell everybody what you've been up to.
Well, I've been sick since the end of February. I've had an upper respiratory viral infection that literally I slept for a full week, I think. I think I popped in and out of streams that first week. Sorry, Peaches is over here demanding my attention. And standing on my cricket. Oh, come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come say hi. No, it isn't. Oh. Ow, she clawed me in the knee. So I slept for literally the first week of March. It was really great for my no spin crafting month.
I was going to say that. That's awesome.
And then
absolutely
last week, like I started feeling better like that weekend, but like I still was coughing a lot. It was kind of like Shep when he finally went to the doctor. But like I couldn't talk, and Momma Mouse can attest to this. I sounded like a boy going through puberty, like with how my voice would crack up and down as I tried to talk, because all of a sudden I felt better but had no voice. So my voice finally started coming back around last Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I worked. On Thursday I worked at the school, and I'm a SPED para, which is special ed para. I'm a substitute, and I had to push a little boy around in a wheelchair all day, and my cough came back because I really overexerted myself. So I'm back to having like a dry cough, but it's mainly when I talk a whole lot. But I have Powerade. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. I wish. Huh.
Right? The way I've been drinking Powerade and Gatorade getting over this virus would have been great. Though. Great to have stock in it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm going to scroll back up and start saying hello to people. Mike Wheeler, always first in the chat. Doesn't matter what stream it is. He is always first. LSU Mom, Mike Polito, Pearl Manhattan, welcome in. Julie, welcome in. Alyssa Sternberg, welcome in. Lori Carlson, Ray J. Think I've got everybody. Welcome in, everyone.
All right. So, what are you working on today?
I have no idea. I have literally, like, you guys can't see the destruction that
Good morning, Rockin' Robin.
Is. Hey, Rockin' Robin. But because I have literally been like laying on my couch for 2 weeks. and I lost my eyeliner the day that I went to work at the school. It like popped out of like my bag, and so I had to grab. We haven't put away stuff from like our souvenirs from vacation. I'm like, oh, one of my makeup bags is in the bag of souvenirs from vacation, and so I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I bought this, and oh yeah, I forgot I bought that. Pamela,
like Christmas all over again,
right? This was, I think, other than my Disney jacket, I think this is the most expensive thing that I purchased. It was from Trader Sam's Grotto.
I'm going to present you.
Oh, please don't. I don't look good.
Well, you want to show your stuff, though.
All right, present me.
What in the world is that?
It is one of the drink mugs for the Oh Noah. And what they do is they put the drink in, and then they pack it full of ice on top, and then they light it on. Then they start a fire, on the top of it, and then these little pieces around the edge, they fill with cinnamon, and then you throw the cinnamon on the flames to appease the goddess. If you I should have there will be a video coming up on my channel about our experience at Trader Sam's, and you will see me throwing cinnamon at my drink. If you do not like cinnamon, do not get the Onoa, because that is what it. If you throw cinnamon on fire, it flames up, and that's what it does, because you're appeasing the goddess. So it is very cinnamony. Dessert Dreams, welcome in. So if they will ask you to taste it after you have appeased the goddess, and if it's too cinnamony for you, they will remake your drink. You won't have to rethrow cinnamon on it. But each of the drinks at Trader Sam's has a different like thing that happens in the bar.
Interesting.
Rocket Robin says fire water? Kind of. You can unpresent me now.
All right, give me 2 seconds because my hands are not available to hit my computer.
1,000.
All right, more than 2 seconds.
Well, I'm going to talk about this more on my stream tonight, but unfortunately, I am not going to Disney until September.
September.
My doctor has recommended that I not try to do the 5K next month. I'm still recovering from the upper respiratory virus, and they say that this upper respiratory virus takes a minimum of a month to recover from, and like you still will have a cough for a while. And because I do have asthma, that presents a whole new set of problems, because my lungs don't recover the way that they should from things like this. So I have to listen to my doctor. I have to take that into advisement. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do the 5K next month.
I think I left the mouse upstairs. Oops.
And I've been trying to get in touch with RunDisney, about getting a refund or like a deferment to next year, but like they're not responding. I sent them an email on Monday with no answer, and I responded to the email that that automatic email that they send. We'll get back with you, yada yada. And I'm like, I haven't heard anything, and this was like on Thursday, and I still hadn't heard anything yesterday. So you probably saw my posts on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, that I tagged RunDisney in, and I'm like, hey, look. And I know I'm not the only person who's wondering what they're going to do about the run.
I'm sure that they are super busy.
Yeah.
And probably still trying to make decisions about the run.
Yeah. It's been a big talk in the RunDisney group. So because I used a gift card to pay for it, I don't have that gift card anymore. So they'll have to, if they're like, no, we're going to do a refund, they'll have to just issue me a new gift card.
Yeah, I would imagine that's what they would do.
But I know when, I think it was 2017, I think. It was either 2017 or 2018. Remember when they had to cancel the half portion of the marathon weekend because of the weather? And they let people either choose to run the full marathon or defer to the following year's race. I'm wondering if they would end up just doing that. That way they don't lose the money, from it.
Right.
Christine, I am going to arrive the 1st, and I'm not leaving until the 18th. The 1st to the 8th, I'm hoping to be at All-Star Sports. The 8th through the 15th, I will be with Lady Jamers at All-Star Sports. and the 15th through the 18th, I will be at Cabana Bay Beach Resort at Universal for Halloween Horror Night.
Good times.
Zip, welcome in, Zippity
Hey,
Doodad.
Zip, how are you?
Is that Zippity Doodad?
Angela, is that you or
It's Ange.
is it okay? Okay, how do you know?
I'm guessing, but she's typically she's the one that usually jumps on the chats, the craft streams.
Oh, well then. Whoop. Sorry.
Desert Jane says, Momma Mouse, what you making? It looks cool.
I was repairing this thing's above our front door, and this part it had come off, so I was just fixing it. Before I jump into anything, I'm gonna fix my broken things. So yeah. Anyway, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I thought about maybe making
I'm right. It's Ange.
a May basket. Even though it's not even April yet. Kind of over the cold. It was snowing this morning. That is ridiculous. 100% for sure. But, so I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm super tired today. I don't know why. I'm just kind of feeling ran down. So I'm going to just craft and chill out. Tracy, hey, I'm here. Have you on TV? What? Doing some chores. Oh, you're always doing some chores.
Who's doing chores?
Tracy's doing chores. So I sent Kinsey an invite if she would like to join us. Let's see, I'm working on stationery set and I'm super tired too, Mama. Let me think. Tracy, I was trying to think of who all I sent invites to.
I think you sent one to Does Our Dream. It's on Twitter, Ange.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get a notification about your message, by the way. I didn't know you were doing it until I saw the 30-minute live pop up, and I'm like, that's weird. What? And so I went to my phone, and I was like, oh, half an hour ago, she sent me the link to StreamYard.
I absolutely 100% thought you were going to the cemetery today.
It was Friday.
So, and then by the way, people had asked yesterday, and I'm sorry I forgot to give you the update, but I go in for a CT of my head and my chest on Wednesday morning. Whoop, whoop.
Put hearts for Momma Mouse in the chat. We are praying for you.
It'll be fine. I know it will. It'll all be good.
Christine, well, see, the original plan was that I was going to be, welcome in, Russ Stapleton. I was going to Disney next month in April from the 15th through the 24th for the Star Wars 5K. And then we were going to do Moonlight Magic with Momma Mouse and Diz Our Dream. And you can still jump in, Ange. We're just getting started.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi. And I totally forgot what I was talking about now. Momma Mouse, are you here? Okay, apparently Mama's out of the stream. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, my I was going to be down there in April, and then I was going down for travel agent training in June for another week and a few days. So since I'm not getting to do either one of those, Sam is letting me go for an extended time in September. The original plan was Lady Jamers had sent out a chat on Instagram to some of the different channels to do like a girls trip down there. And so we were trying to do, like, finding like the cheapest time to go, and I happened to find a deal at the All Star Sports, like the Sand and Sun or Fun in the Sun offer or something, and so we went
Fun.
with that. There, you're back. I was like, all of a sudden, like, what happened? Quit pushing buttons.
I kicked myself out of my own stream.
And then Sam's like, well, if you want to go for the week ahead, you can. And then when all of the flights started, changing flights with no charge, I was able to change my flight. If you're new to our chats, I went to Disney over New Year's, and we were supposed to fly out the day after Christmas, but we had a 9-hour delay at the airport because of mechanical failure on the part of the plane. Like the flap that comes down to like guide like wind and stuff wasn't working. So they had to fly in the part. So we actually, the time that we left Wichita was the time we were supposed to be arriving in Orlando. So they gave me a $200 credit voucher, plus they gave me 2,500 Sky Miles. So I used the credit to purchase a main cabin ticket, and then used my miles to upgrade to Comfort Plus. And so I was able to move that to the beginning of September. So all I have to do is pay for my return flight.
Which is awesome.
And overall, the trip will cost me about, I think, $4,000 for the 1st to the 18th. And part of that is like because I'm sharing a room with Lady Jamers. Part of that, I get to split a room, but for the most part, I'll be by myself. So I'll be paying, for a room by myself. So I'm going to try to request like close to the front, or, I've wandered around enough, I think, by myself at the resorts. I feel pretty safe going alone. Yes, food and wine. Mickey's Not So Scary. Phantasmic Chronicles. Hello, Tony. Welcome in. And I'm going to say, if you know someone who is a travel agent, myself, Phantasmic Chronicles, Lisa, MEV, Dances with Goofy Adventures, send them a message. Tell them you're thinking of them. We're all going a little woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo right now. Make sure that they're okay. Offer them a roll of toilet paper.
Right. That's awesome. Gotta love it. Oh, hey. Sorry.
Who's here?
Hey, girl.
It's Pearl Manhattan.
What's up?
Oh. Good morning.
Oh, there you are. I was like, I can't hear you. Dude, I gotta go get a screwdriver.
What are you doing?
Wait. Let me do something here.
It's my hot thing that I put my hot pans on rather than setting them directly on my. And I was a nimwit and threw it in the dishwasher. Well, it's not dishwasher safe. Hello. So I had 2 of my crystals that popped off. So I have to put them back because I love this thing. I use it all the time. And I can't get this one to pop loose. So I'm going to have to go get a screwdriver and wedge it in there.
Okay.
I'm concerned about you and tools.
Right?
Not going to lie.
Nothing like knowing my leads are now holding off because they don't want to cancel if this lasts through the summer.
Yep. Pretty much.
I'm not canceling yet. So,
if you don't,
snickerjiggles.
If you don't know, travel agents are paid on commission when you go on your trip. So, like, if Momma Mouse were to book something through me,
Poof!
She's pushing buttons again.
That's
If-
all right.
If you book through your travel agent, they aren't paid until you arrive. So Tony is not going to be paid for a very long time on his commissions because his leads are holding off.
Yeah. We had to postpone our trip. But we're doing it till the summer, but there's a golden side to it that one of my kids was not going to be able to come with us in April, but now she can come with us in the summer. So it'll be my whole family instead of most of my family. So it's a blessing in a way. You know, there's always a silver lining. There's always a good side to everything. And so that's my blessing, is I'm going to have all my kids with me to go to Disney. So hi, Mike.
That will be cool.
Hi, Stevie Lee.
Mike P, hello.
Oh no, Tony! He's got to go get X-rays because he thinks he dislocated his knee this morning. Tony, they're gonna have to start sending you the bubble wrap and not me.
That is super painful. Not fun.
I got some bubble wrap around here somewhere.
Ange. Hey, love bug.
Hi, Angie.
The Brady Bunch.
Right? That's no lie. I did send an invite to Mom too, so if she pops in, then I'm going to get rid of one of my cameras.
All right.
I don't know which one. I'll let everybody decide if they want to craft cam or get rid of the
You
face
can fit 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boxes are so small.
Oh, that's true.
You know, I want them to have up close and personal looks at you guys.
I'm still wearing the shirt I had on last night in my live stream. Come on.
Oh, sad.
I don't have makeup on and I'm still in my jammy shirt.
In fact, you can see I just rolled out of bed.
That's awesome.
It's kind of like when I was at Oklahoma Christian, I had a 7 a.m. Bible, a women's only Bible class. And the first day of class, you know, everyone's, you know, like, it's like your makeup's done, you're wearing nice clothes. And that was on a Monday. On Wednesday, we were all in our pajamas. We're like, there's no one around campus awake at 7 a.m. except for us.
That's comfy.
Yeah.
Hey, Stevie Lee, Christine, everybody.
And that's one of the things about our lifestyle with my son is I don't leave my house anyway. I've been doing this for 12, 13 years now. So my formal wear is my nice pajamas I got last Christmas.
That's fantastic.
And nobody ever comes over. I don't have anybody to come visit, so I never have to be dressed. And the Instacart people, they're used to seeing me in my sweats and my bathrobe anyway. So
they only see you from the chest up. So you can have on your pajama pants on the bottom and your, you know, do your makeup and your nice shirt on top. And then you're like, nope, pajama tops after their live's over.
Yeah. My daughter has telecommuted for a lot of her jobs. She works she lives up in Redmond near Microsoft. She works for Microsoft now. Yay, Microsoft. But she telecommutes a lot, and she said that was the best thing, was not having to, because she has chronic illness, so even taking a shower or getting dressed some days can be really difficult for her. And she said, you know, she can lay in bed and work and do her work on her laptop and everything and not have to waste so much energy, you know, the energy she would use for work on showering and getting dressed and everything. So
that's kind of like
Angela
over here.
Yeah. It's nice being able to work from home because you don't have to worry about, you know, traffic and all that good stuff. So,
and people.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about people.
Although I do like people. It's so funny because we have we have instant messaging at work, and I have like my screen that I work on here, and then on the left-hand side I have my IM, and it's like I have like 6 windows or 8 windows open, different people that I'm chatting with throughout the day. Because
Yeah.
I do like that part of it, but the people part I don't like as much as like when you're having to commute and stuff,
Yeah.
like being on the if you take the subway or if you drive. So, yeah.
Where do you live? What area of the country do you live, Angela?
Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that area.
Yeah.
I'm out here on the last coast, I call it, because we're last in everything. We're in Pacific time. We're 4 hours behind everybody. Everything happens for the East Coast. So
Right.
we live in the past out here, but it's fine.
Are you up north like Oregon or Washington?
I'm in Tacoma, about 30 minutes south of Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
My old boss
I lived
was
in
up there.
Tacoma.
What's
Really?
that?
Yeah, Sam was stationed at JBLM for 3 years. We lived at the apartments at Sealy Lake.
Yeah.
We lived in apartment W. Like 204, I think, was our apartment.
Yeah, I live over on the east side, over near Waller.
Okay, I know where that's at.
Midland and Waller. That's the area I live in. And I've lived over here on the east side for about 6 years. Before that, I lived in the north end. And the gang stuff is cranking back up. Everybody they put in prison 20 years ago is now out of prison. So the gang stuff is cranking back up, but it's still, I like it here. It's home. And found out a good thing. My son goes to a county school district. They're going to be delivering meals to our apartment complex because they have so many students who live in this complex. They're going to be delivering meals every day, sack breakfast and lunch throughout the school closures. So I thought that was
cool.
really nice. And in the summer, they bring fresh vegetables once a week, and they have fresh vegetables to give out to anybody who wants them. So
that's awesome.
They take good care of us. So
I've seen a lot of schools who are doing similar things like that.
Yeah, I think it's really nice, and it's all gonna be okay. We had some snow yesterday or day before, but it rarely sticks here,
Yeah.
You can back me up on this. It doesn't rain all the time out here.
You feel like it does, but it doesn't. And for the 2 weeks in like July that it gets up to 70 and you think you're gonna die because it feels like 100 degrees.
Yeah.
You're sitting in your car with the air conditioner running because they don't have air conditioners in the apartments out there because it typically doesn't get over between 65 and 68, and that's with like a cool drizzly like misty rain all the time.
The last couple of years though, we have gotten up to the 90s and even the hundreds now and then, and we still don't have air conditioning. And the big windows to let all the light in and everything. And so, but yeah, we've been getting up in the 90s, sometimes the hundreds in the summertime. And it's climate change. But yeah, when I first moved out here, it was 1997, and it was I wore sweaters all summer. I came from the Gulf Coast down, so I wore sweaters all summer.
We were moving from Kansas the beginning of we left July 15th from here in Kansas, and it's July. It's tank tops and shorts. And we get into like the Dalles in Oregon.
Yeah.
And we were having to like open up tubs of clothes out of the bed of our pickup looking for sweatshirts and jeans. And I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, it's snowing here. And Mom's like, honey, you need to go lay down. I'm like, I'm not kidding, Mom. It's snowing. I literally had to post, like, send her a picture on Gmail because my mom didn't have Facebook yet at that point. Of snow off of our balcony in the middle of July.
Yeah.
And Mom's like, okay, you're not losing it. I'm like, no, Mom, I'm not losing it. It's July, and I'm bundled up in a blanket, and I have my fireplace going.
When I first moved out here, all I had was my clothes from the beach on Mississippi, you know, and I mean, winter clothes, you put on a light jacket, you know, it didn't really get that cold. And the first thing I had to do was donate all my clothes to Goodwill and go buy sweatpants and warm clothes and socks and everything else. You know, I lived in skirts and flip-flops on the coast, and I froze to death out here. But it has gotten warmer over the, well, it got down to 28 last night, and the high is going to be about 55 today. So not too bad. But yeah, it's in the summer. Hey, Kenzie, how are you? I like that towel on your head.
Thank you. I just had to. I hopped out of the shower, and Dad told me that Mama had sent me a link, so I wanted to hop on. I have my peach rings, my favorite snack.
Ooh, are those from your teacher for your birthday?
What?
Are those the ones from your teacher from your birthday?
No, I ate those in class. I ate them right away. So yeah, Stevie, I just got out of the shower.
Stevie wants to know what Momma Mouse is working on now.
Don't know what happened.
I think she's muted. Mama, you're muted. Oh, you have your popcorn? You're ready for the next stream.
Yes, I got cheddar popcorn. Do you have snacks, Kenzie?
Did your dad not tell you? Oh no, for Geek Talk, we're all supposed to have Cheetos.
No.
Tracy, get to the store. Flaming hot Cheetos. That was on the list, and he knows this.
And now it's hot.
He lied. He didn't say anything about it. Did I share with the class? No.
I'll send it through the computer.
I have a funny story about the Cheeto Popcorn thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I went with my friends to the movies on Friday.
Uh-huh.
And at the place where we went, they had the Cheeto Popcorn. And we were all like, what is that? Because we had never seen that before. I didn't know that was a thing.
Uh-huh.
My friend considered buying it, but he ended up not getting it. And I was very upset because I wanted to know what it tasted like.
So wait a minute. They had it at the theater?
They had it at a movie theater, yeah.
Like in the machine?
No. I don't know exactly what it was. But they had like... Mom said Dad has to go to Walmart now. So, they had like on the board. This was at an IMAX theater, so it was like they had like the screens and stuff. And on one of the screens, they had the Cheeto Popcorn, and I was very confused because I didn't know that was a thing.
Okay, nice.
I tried the flaming hot popcorn, and to me, it tastes like the cheesy popcorn that you get in the tins at Christmas.
Really?
Mm.
I love that cheese popcorn at Epcot. Did you guys ever have that? Like at the popcorn cart by Figment?
Yep.
I don't think I did.
Oh my gosh.
I'm missing out.
All right, Kenzie, this summer when we meet up.
Definitely.
And Kenzie, you'll have to mail me my treat this time since I didn't get my cookie from your last trip.
I know, I have to.
Tracy, yeah, they had lots of Cheetos at my store.
Tracy, store. You are bad. This was discussed yesterday. You know, bye. It's off to the store with you.
Yeah, he's got to go to the store. So I want to tell you guys about the peach ring thing.
Please do.
Let me explain my peach ring obsession. I don't like peaches. I've never eaten a peach in my life. It doesn't look appetizing to me. I think it might be a texture thing. I don't know. But I love peach rings. I have a peach scented candle in my room, like a peach schnapps candle. which makes me crave these all the time because I'm constantly smelling the peaches, and I'm like, well, now I have to go out and buy myself peach rings.
Yeah.
So I started, like, my mom would get them when I was younger, and I didn't know if I liked them or not. So I tried them one time, and then I ended up liking them. Dad says he's on a laptop now. You should be going to Walmart. Dude.
So Mike Polito wants to know where Jeff is. So I'm going to show you guys something. You ready? All right, here it is. Ooh. You know what that is?
Called flooring.
Flooring. So tomorrow, the installers are coming to put in our new flooring tomorrow and Tuesday.
That's awesome.
So Jeff is working hard to get everything out of the rooms because, you know, we're going to have the whole downstairs done except for the family room. So we're trying to move everything down to either the basement or to the family room to kind of get the furniture out of the way as much as we can so they can start. We're going to ask them to start from the back of the house. Yeah, that's the flooring. What do you think?
It's awesome.
I like it.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, so it's that luxury vinyl. So it's pretty much, yeah, it's vinyl. So it's and it's waterproof. It's that life proof, I guess they call it.
Yeah, when we redid our kitchen a while ago. I remember telling you about that.
Yeah.
When we did the flooring for that, it was actually kind of difficult trying to find flooring that looked good with our like cabinets and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're still in the like trying to get my words right. It was difficult for a while to figure it out, and I'm glad that we were able to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dad said to show the thickness of the flooring.
Okay, so we got our cabinets painted. We had like oak cabinets and we got them painted white. So white cabinets and a gray island. We had our island painted gray, and we got granite countertops because we've always had laminate. So we got granite countertops. So, but anyway, so this is the flooring here. So it's pretty thin. It has like a backing on it. And then it has the tongue and groove.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not real thick. So I think they're going to have to like put something under it. We'll have to see. Yeah. But it's luxury vinyl tile, it's called. Yeah. So
It's very pretty.
We're excited. So yeah, Jeff's doing that. I don't know what time they're going to be here tomorrow, but it's going to be a project. And then after they leave, you know, we have to kind of get everything organized. And I think Jeff is going to head down to Florida still. That's the plan. So I don't know if we're going to go. We still haven't decided. Me and the kids, we may just stay here. So, but yeah, we'll get that done over the next couple of days. So it'll be like a brand new whole downstairs, you know?
Yeah. It's always crazy when you take up that old flooring and you put new down. Yeah. Because in my house, I've lived here my whole life, so when we do changes on flooring here, it's like it's weird for me because I've been so used to. I'm pretty sure the floor that's the carpeting that's in this room that I'm in right now has been here either since we got the house or since I was very, very little.
Right.
Because I don't remember any other flooring other than this one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we took up our laminate. We had laminate in the downstairs. We took that up, and there was like a white tile under there. And the kids were like, wow, we didn't even know that was under there. So it's funny, like you said.
Sorry, I'm going to elevate my computer.
Okay.
This is the stool that I use to elevate my computer. I'm pretty sure I've had this since I was a child.
Yeah. Stevie Lee says the paper flooring, it looks like it's wood. Yeah, sometimes if it's not down right, and that I guess they call it like a floating floor. So if it's kind of thin laminate, it can feel like paper, like when you're walking on it. And that's where I think it's important to have it installed properly. That's why we're not going to try to do it ourselves. We're just going to have Home Depot do it. Not that I'm not plugging for Home Depot. I'm just, I like Home Depot, Lowe's. We shop at both places. So
Dad said this is the only room that hasn't been changed yet. This wall, like since the paneling is so weird, it's always been like this.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a fan of this paneling.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Like the other rooms are all normal with like paintable walls, but this is just
Right.
like.
Well, you know what, Kenzie? My old house that I lived in, the whole downstairs was paneling like that, and we
Really?
painted it white. We painted it white, like you can put
Mm.
like a primer on it and paint it, and it looks like beachy. Then I loved it painted. You know, you could always do that. That's nice and easy.
Try and convince my dad to let us do that.
He probably wants to take it down and drywall it and stuff, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
So, have you guys ever had peach rings before?
I have.
I think I have.
They're delicious.
So, I have a ranking system for the different brands. So,
Of course you do.
it's somewhere on my phone. So these, I've never had these before. This is my first time ever having these. These are from the gas station Speedway. These are the Speedy Choice brand. I've never had them before. I'm pleasantly surprised by them.
Nice.
So there's my number one is the Stewart's brand. I get Stewart's is literally like 2 feet away from my house, so if I want to get peach rings on a short notice, I just walk over to Stewart's.
Yeah.
Hey Tracy, there's a store like 2 steps from your house. Go get Cheetos for the next stream.
And then there's another brand, Haribo has.
Oh yes. Yeah.
They have the peaches. They're not peach rings. They're just like peach discs.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like them that much.
Oh, really? Okay.
They're okay, but there's just too much there.
Yeah.
It's like I have weird standards for my peach rings. So like these are, I really like them.
Yeah.
I like that they have the two-toned, because there are some places that aren't two-toned, like the peaches from Mom said it's about 2-minute walk, not 2 steps. It's basically the same thing.
They have Cheetos at that store?
They should.
Okay, so then he doesn't have to run to Walmart. He can just Oh, that's funny.
Tracy, go shove him out the door.
Kenzie, do they have lots of sugar on them? They have a good amount. There are some places that have way too much sugar on them. These are like a good amount of sugar.
Yeah, those look good.
Yeah, I really like these. I would get these again. My mom told me to stop talking about the peach rings.
She's fine. She can talk about peach rings.
She loved them peach rings.
They're my favorite.
And Mama's gone. I don't know where she went.
She's like, I'm out of here. You guys with this peach ring talk.
Yeah.
Go get some peach rings.
So, since this is a craft stream, my dad gave me some scrapbooks, because we actually have like nearly 20 scrapbooks.
That's a Creative Memories scrapbook, I think.
What?
That looks like one of the old Mickey Creative Memories books.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that.
So this is from, so here's Tiny Me. This is my autograph thing.
Aww.
Right. So there's Tiny Me.
Oh my goodness, look at you.
So this was the Mickey Mouse page. Hi,
Uh-huh.
Amy. So
Oh my goodness.
look at my bangs.
Oh, adorable.
I had bangs at one point. They don't look good on me. There's a reason I don't have bangs now.
Abby
Because they
had
don't work.
At one point, she looked like Dora the Explorer.
My hair used to go down to my butt.
Aww.
Like I had a long hair. I was also a denim fan, apparently. I wore a denim dress. But yeah, we were really into the scrapbooking stuff with the stickers and all that. Here's the goofy one.
Aww.
Look at my sandals. I can't handle how I look in these. They're so funny. Like, and this is, I think, I don't even know what happened in this one. My hair's up in a bun, and I have a tiara on, but I don't think this was after Bibbidi Boutique, because I'm not in a dress. I honestly have no idea what happened in any of these pictures. And I've got some interesting pictures in here too. Like, you know.
It looks like you were in a dress and then you changed, Ken's.
That might be what it was. Can you see? Do you see what princess I'm dressed as?
No, of course.
Of course.
Stevie, did you say that was your trip in 2006? Ken's?
What? Yes,
Is
this
that-
is my 2006 trip.
I was a senior in high school.
Oh my gosh! But look at
officially my
Belle.
favorite senior.
What?
You are officially my non-favorite senior.
Look at.
Yeah,
you,
I'm gonna
Belle.
guess that you had went to Bippity Boppity Boutique and then you changed into t-shirt and shorts.
That's probably what happened.
Oh,
The best
Kenzie,
thing ever.
your mom says you dressed great. Stop critiquing the way I dressed you.
Mom had a great fashion sense for me. Look, this is my favorite picture of all time.
So cute. Oh my
This
gosh.
is
that's
legitimately
adorable.
my favorite picture.
Yeah. You look adorable. Stop.
I know.
And then I've got Aurora, Snow White, Jasmine, and Aladdin.
The old Jasmine outfit.
I know. She never kept the dresses on in August. It was hot. Yeah. Yeah, it was really hot. So I didn't always have those on. And then the genie. Because
Aww.
apparently there was a point in time where you could meet him. I don't know if you could still do that.
You can at the Christmas party and at the Halloween party.
So this was from when Ariels Grotto. Oh, now I understand why my hair looks wet in those later pictures. Because you remember Ariels Grotto with the water area?
No.
Does anybody remember that? There was like a little water area outside of Ariels Grotto.
Yeah.
So that's why my hair's wet, because
Aw. That's a really cute idea to have like a water area by Ariel.
yeah, I was really upset when they got rid of it. And that's
Wow.
also why I have no shoes on. Aww. Is Pooh Bear. Crystal Palace has always been one of my favorite places.
So cute. We love Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
Let me see what other characters I have in here. I've got Buzz. And I also got Woody, I believe. Yep.
So cute.
Trying to see if I had any like characters in here. Oh, Jessie. I have no idea where any of these pictures were taken. I genuinely don't know. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible. And it's funny because you can see on the signature thing that the first time he tried doing it, there was like no ink in it, so he did it again later.
That's funny. So that was probably all at Magic Kingdom, maybe?
This was in the art area.
Oh, at Hollywood Studios?
Yeah, in Hollywood Studios. Dad
Okay.
said she was only 4 in those pictures. Yeah.
Wow.
So this was our second trip. Here's this picture with Frozone with a random man in the back.
What's up with that?
I don't know. I don't know how this happened.
It's like, dude, get out of the picture.
Jojo.
Oh my gosh, I remember JoJo.
JoJo Circus. Oh my gosh.
JoJo Circus.
Little Einsteins.
I remember Little Einsteins was one of my favorites.
Oh, my son loves Little Einsteins.
Flying through the sky. Little Einsteins. Chicken Little.
Also, one of my favorite movies. I love Chicken Little. This book is getting harder and harder to navigate. Oh, Peter Pan and Wendy.
Mama says, I'm at a complete loss. I'm going to have to reboot. Be right back.
Okay.
All right, we'll be here. So, Kinsey, it's on you until she's back.
I know. Got Captain Hook and Mr. Smee.
Wait, well, hold that up again. We want to see that close-up of your dad that many years ago. Hey, he's got hair.
He's got hair now. He's going to come in here and yell at you now.
Oh, boy.
The guys from Pinocchio.
Yeah.
The villains. And then...
Hey, Billy, I think your scrapbook skills are awesome. Not criticizing those at all.
So, that's my cousin, Dana.
I thought that was your mom.
No, no. This is my cousin Dana. She had come with us on our second trip. And this is her picture with Rafiki. I have an embarrassing dad story. Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Okay. All right. So, you know Rafiki. Everybody knows Rafiki.
Love Rafiki. He's my
I gotta tell
favorite.
it quick before he comes in here and tells me to shut up. So, Dad had a problem where he couldn't pronounce Rafiki correctly, and he called him Rikishi all the time. He said, "Don't." I already did it.
You're too late.
Yep. He called him Rikishi. Oh my gosh. Look at him in the chat. He's so upset.
Now you're messing with Mike Wheeler's talk to text.
Yeah, poor talk to text. Oh no. So here's another one. This is from 2012. This was for my birthday when I turned 10. And I still had bangs.
And you were 10 in 2012?
Yes, that's when I turned 10. I was born in 2002.
Okay, we're going to have an issue about how old you're making me feel today.
I'm sorry.
You officially lost your graduation present.
Aw.
I'm kidding.
So that one was just an autograph book, but this is like a legit scrapbook. So
this is when Disney actually still had their own scrapbooking line, it looks like.
Yeah. So there's that. I'm so sorry, Mike, that you have to deal with Dad. So here's a picture of all of us in Animal Kingdom.
Oh, that's adorable.
And then oh, there. This was when we went to It's Tough to Be a Bug. Here's my dad and I. Mike just told Dad to put himself in timeout and get Cheetos. Mama said, "I'm on my phone. I cannot not present." Kenzie, at the moment, you go. I will keep everything up. I promise. So there's my dad and I in the bug glasses from It's Tough to Be a Bug. Let me see. What else do we have here? Let's get out of Animal Kingdom. This is just a bunch of animals.
Mama, you won't be able to unpresent Kenzie via your phone.
Yeah.
You'll have to go from your computer.
So here's a picture. You know how they take pictures on Dinosaur?
Yes.
So Mom and Dad look great in this picture. Mention how I didn't acknowledge the fact that I didn't play myself. Look at my sad and scared face.
Aww.
Can you say traumatized? No.
I was a little scared. Then we went to Chef Mickey. So this was for my actual birthday when they brought the presents to my room. That's where this is from, because that was on my door. So.
Oh, the Disney floral and gifts.
Yep. So we got each of the boxes. It became a Kenzie stream. I like. Thank you.
Da-da, 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 Kenzie stream.
So
Da-da,
this was
da-da, da-da, Kenzie stream.
that's me. So this was on my actual birthday when I turned 10. Apparently, I wore a lot of yellow that day.
I wonder why.
I don't know. It might be my favorite color. Who knows? So we went to the Crystal Palace for breakfast, and I got a cupcake. Some of my fine scrapbooking. Mama is awesome at scrapbooking. And then, you know, I decided at 10 years old I was still gonna go to the Peabody Boutique.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you did. Your mama has those memories now.
Yeah. And then we went to Epcot. And this was when all of the Topiaries were up. So we got pictures with the Topiaries. And then this is a cake that we got. Mom, put in the chat where this cake is from because I think I know where, but I don't want to mess it up. So that's the cake that we got. Kenzie, sounds like you have a lot of imaginary friends talking with you. Yeah.
We're all in her mind.
Sometimes I worry. Oh, here's a picture of me and Dad doing the sorcerers of the the keys sorcerers game.
Of the Magic Kingdom. Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, yeah.
Yep. So there's Dad and I playing it. And then this was still on my birthday. This is still all the same day. Mom said, is the Pooh Topiary as fat as Pooh now? Yes. Just as fat as the one that right now. So here's a picture of all of us on Space Mountain, and I look terrified.
Well, of course, it's Space Mountain. It terrifies everyone.
I don't know how I cannot take a good picture on any of these rides. Cause am I okay? I don't look. And what am I wearing? I'm wearing
Your mom is gonna quit buying you clothes. Just FYI.
I know. I'm wearing a complete lime green outfit. Great movie ride pictures.
Great movie ride.
Now I'm sad. I missed the great movie ride. We went to the Rainforest Cafe at one point. And then I got a caricature done of myself.
We used to have a Rainforest Cafe up here, but it closed.
I enjoy Rainforest Cafe.
I liked it. Ours was okay. I'm kind of sad it closed. A lot of things closing up here though.
That was a 3-day trip. So that was I really enjoyed that. Those are the only scrapbooks I have in here right now. If my mom is willing to grab some, and
we'll let you go get them and come back.
No, I'm presented, and I don't want to. Oh, I'm not presented anymore. Whoa, I'll be right back.
I left my stream running yesterday. I had to fix a pizza for my son in the middle of my stream, so I said I'll be right back. Left my stream. When the boy wants pizza, the boy wants pizza, you know?
I am the sound effect person.
I had to go get my new Big Shot
Ew.
that I got at Tuesday morning for like $25.
I'm gonna plug in the microphone
Okay.
because Jeff is. I had to go help him move some carpets, rugs, and now he's vacuuming. So
Oh, lovely.
we got like a construction zone going on here.
I wish somebody vacuum around here besides me, but nobody to blame but myself.
Hey, Mama.
There you are. Hi, Mama. I see you right there.
Short day for Jeff. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you. When you talk, we can hear you. We can't hear you chewing, but we can hear you talking.
Hey, so I'm cheating the system. I've got the sound coming through my phone and then the picture on the computer.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
good.
It's whatever works.
You can't hear me chewing.
It looked like you were
How'd
chewing.
you know I was eating?
Huh? It looked like you were chewing.
Yeah.
So I was saying, couldn't hear you
What?
chewing, but
How is that happening?
well, it's what happening.
Oh, wait, I know. Hang on. Oh, good God, Lord. Stop it.
Kenzie's eating peach rings. I'm eating Lay's potato chips.
Why do you have so many? Why did you bring so many?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'm
God.
losing my
Hey,
ever-loving
Abby,
mind right now.
Tracy, go to the store.
Lena said to go to the store. They can't see you. You're too far up.
They can see you.
Yeah.
Still can't see
This
you, by the
is
way.
your first year,
Okay.
Okay.
and this would be your second year,
Okay.
and this would be your third trip. And show some of your good scrapbooking skills. That would back.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Well, there's so
Mike
many.
Wheeler says, please tell me Jeff is not wearing a cleaning lady's apron.
No, he's not.
Dylan Duddleton, welcome in, wants to know how's Shrek going, Kenzie.
Okay. So, our original date has been canceled, and we are rescheduling. The date has not been confirmed yet because there are a lot of conflicts. Yeah. It's just the problem with the whole situation is that if it does get officially canceled, everyone else gets another year because I'm the only senior. So I'm the only person who's being directly affected negatively 100%. Like, obviously everybody's upset about it. But I don't know what I'm gonna do if it officially gets canceled, but I don't want to talk about it. So it's all good.
Yeah. We'll talk about chips and
And
how
also-
Tracy needs to go to the store.
Yeah. I'm also off school for the next 2 weeks. So
Yes, Mike Wheeler. He is not wearing the French maid type apron. No, he is not. He is wearing he's wearing just a t-shirt.
Wait.
I think he thinks it's summertime.
Wait, so
what?
So wait, are you talking?
What?
Huh?
What?
We're all waiting on you to talk. We all stopped talking, waiting on you, Mom.
Are you concerned about Jeff wearing an apron? She's like super concerned.
No,
all
she can't
are.
hear us.
She's like, are you kidding me? Jeff could not pull that off.
She's having some sound issues.
Aw,
I think.
she's
Robin,
not happy.
For my craft and chat
Nothing?
chip,
Oh,
I
no.
do have Flaming Hot Cheetos for Nerd Talk.
Okay.
No,
You guys
fear.
want to see more awful pictures of me, but my mom's amazing scrapbooking skills?
Sure.
Of course.
I may be popping in and out. I might have to pop away anyway to help Jeff. So
Yeah.
we could present you if you want. See what Momma Mouse wants to do, but
No, you don't have to present me if you don't want to. It's fine. I'm just going to show you some cursed pictures of me.
cursed.
This is the worst thing.
Oh my God. Oh, what is
Glamour shots. I remember those.
Oh my goodness.
For some reason, I
Yeah.
was like, Hannah Montana? Yes.
Oh
Why? Why did I do that?
my gosh, I love it.
I worked at Dillard's during the Hannah Montana craze, and we actually did a Hannah Montana day. Welcome in Cargo and Team Marie. And you will not believe it, but we had girls sharing a Hannah Montana wig to take pictures.
Mm-mm.
And today I'm going, oh my gosh, how gross is that?
So do you want to see my dad with a goatee?
Of course. Any embarrassing pictures of your dad we would love.
I don't know how close you can see it.
We're seeing a little over to the other way, a little down.
There.
Oh my gosh, and he has glasses on.
There it is.
Oh my gosh, he looks
Oh,
like
yeah. Dad
20
had
years
glasses at
younger.
one point.
He looks like 20 years younger.
Go.
Cargo, thanks for putting that
Dude.
song in my head.
I get the
Chill it out, take it slow, then you rock out the show.
I lose my sound and I lose control.
And there you are. She's back.
Are you
I
okay?
can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I don't even know what the drama was, but I don't know. Anyway,
Nice.
fixed.
I'm glad you're back. I'm glad it's fixed. Woo!
Me too. Now, what were you singing?
The
Hannah Montana?
Oh my gosh. You guys don't call me a boomer. I was thinking best of both worlds. Isn't that a Van Halen song too?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's
Here's
what I
when-
was hearing.
Dad attempted to drink around the world.
Oh yeah.
We've heard
nice.
it. And there's photographic evidence.
Look at this drunk man
Well,
with a little fail at the bottom.
Oh my.
I hear him coming. Is he coming? No, I think he went to the store.
Oh,
That's
No, he didn't because he's chatting.
did you guys hear that Frozen 2 is on Disney Plus?
Yes.
I
watched
watched
it
it
this morning.
yesterday. I bawled through the whole dang movie. I
Aw.
cried through
So
Frozen
good.
2. It is such a beautiful movie. And it just that, and also Stargirl. I watched Stargirl on Disney Plus. That is a beautiful movie also. Very good movie.
So,
Well
do you
worth
guys
watching.
remember when I told you about when I was with a little girl who got the rose at the Beauty and the Beast show in Hollywood Studios? Did I tell you guys about that?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
You're a princess for a day, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was. So this was for when that happened. Here's my certificate. Princess
Aw.
Mackenzie with the red rose from Beauty and the Beast. Here's Belle giving me the rose.
Aw, look at that.
That's so cool.
That is sweet.
Which even more solidifies my love for Beauty and the Beast. Because it's genuinely one of my favorites. Oh, I'm at the front.
Tracy, you can't get mad at what she shows us. You brought her the scrapbook.
Exactly! You gotta find more drunk pictures of him. Oh, here's him and I together. With me with face paint, but it's a nice picture. Oh, you can see me being terrified of the Mad Hatter because I hated him.
Aww.
I think Alice in Wonderland is a very terrifying show.
It's kind of scary, and the Mad Hatter always scared me so much. I did not like him. So there's that one. Let me get the one from my very first trip when I was 3, because I think that's my favorite one. So there's this one. It's all the princesses on the front. Oh, here's me being tiny.
Aww.
And there's like our stuff. Because keep in mind, in this trip, we didn't know if we were coming back. We didn't know if we were gonna consistently go to Disney or not. We did not expect it to go this far. So here's from the Hoop-de-Doo review. Ooh. This is so difficult to hold.
You're doing good.
So there's my dad and I there.
Okay, Cargo, no worries. I know there's a bunch of other people streaming today, so.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people streaming. I think Resort TV 1 is going to be streaming at the same time I have my Scrap Room Sunday tonight.
So,
Okay.
yeah, our TV one starting at 2 o'clock our time, so 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock your time. East Coast, Central. You're Central, right, Lena?
Yep.
Yeah, so you're 4 o'clock.
Yep.
So this is the point in time where the castle had the circle thing on the front of it. If you can see it.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got rid of that very soon after that picture was taken. Oh, Toontown.
Oh, wow. Yup.
I miss Toontown.
Now, Roger Rabbit is that Disney?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yes. Because that's where Toontown came from. Originally.
So this is. Oh, what?
That's where Toontown came from originally.
Mm-hmm. So
Rabbit.
this is when it was still MGM Studios. So all of the stickers say MGM Studios on them, which I find interesting.
Well, I only went to MGM once, and that was because I was at Mississippi State University, and we played a bowl game down there in the stadium in Orlando. And so we got to march in Epcot, and I was in the band. We marched in Epcot, and then they gave us 4 hours and a meal voucher for MGM. And,
That's awesome.
well, you can't see a whole lot and eat in MGM back in the time. You know, it wasn't time enough to go on any of the rides or tours or anything. So we went to it was like a cafeteria place, I think, and we ate, and then we had to get back on the bus and go get ready for the game. So, but we did march in Epcot. It was a lot of fun. We got to go through the big cast dressing room, and we saw some things that I don't think non-cast members are supposed to see. But you know, people being very relaxed in their costumes and stuff like that. But for the most part, it was a lot of fun.
So this is a picture in front of the castle that my mom very much adores.
Aww.
With the
That's
face
great.
paint and everything.
I'll tell you how old I am. I remember the swan boats.
Kinsey, are you an only child or do you have siblings?
I'm an only child. That is why we can afford this.
Right.
I feel as though if I had siblings, I don't think we'd go to Disney as much.
You are probably right.
And Momma Mouse, I want to say I absolutely adore your kids.
Oh, thanks.
When they're on your streams, and when y'all did that game stream where y'all were playing Pictionary, I think it
Pictionary.
was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely adored that stream. It was so much fun watching you guys. You guys are such a great family, and so much love between you guys and your kids and everything. It just was very. It's so great to watch your family on a stream.
Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say.
Marguerite, welcome in.
We have another game day, but it's gonna. They don't know it yet because we haven't talked to them yet, Angela. But it's gonna involve other channels.
Ooh.
So yeah. So anyway, that's coming on the pike. So that'll be a lot of
fun.
Yes. So
I come from a very small family. It was just my mother and my brothers and I. And so we didn't have a lot of family time together. And so it's always wonderful to see what real families act like, you know.
You should see us before the streams. Oh my gosh. It's
Mama,
kind of a hot mess.
You had that hot glue gun up here. I was like, oh, don't get it in your hair. I was so worried.
Oh no, my earbud keeps trying to fall out.
Oh crap. Oh boy.
Don't burn yourself with hot glue guns.
And
it's
I
not fun.
believe Corey is streaming tonight too.
Yeah, Corey is streaming, I think at the same time as RTV1.
Billy says kids are expensive.
Absolutely. Amen.
Stevie Lee says, too many people, not enough time in the day. I'll be on Lena's stream. Aw, thank you, Stevie Lee.
Well, see, if you're smart, you open up multiple windows and you turn on the TV and you have your phone. And then I can watch up to, I don't know, I've got 2 monitors, a television, and my phone. So I can watch up to 4 streams at one time.
Wow.
Stevie Lee says, so now Mama can answer my question. What are you doing? I've been watching Phineas and Ferb. Or, sorry, what you doing? I've been watching too much Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, it's Stevie Lee. My son loves Phineas and Ferb. Okay, go ahead, Mama. Sorry.
Phineas and Ferbots. Phineas and Ferbots.
I can't lift it up because it will fall apart. But I'm making another pot holder.
That's cute.
A hot plate.
Trivet, yeah.
There you go.
Are those little glass stones like from the Home and
Yes.
Garden or Dollar Tree? God, I got tons of those.
Yeah.
That's what I
Dragon
need to be
tears.
doing.
And what is the base just like a big tile from like the home improvement store?
It's the extra tiles that we had left over from doing the house.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, so
That's cool.
it is fun. I'm going to get white dishes or serving trays and stuff for the kitchen. And I'm going to decorate them as Minnie Mouse and do my kitchen.
Nice.
Minnie Mouse without spending a fortune because, good God, the Mickey kitchen stuff is ridiculous.
I agree.
Next time I come on, I'll have to have my kitchen stuff. I bought calendars from the Dollar Tree. And I'm looking because I just had the calendar up here. I had, well, here's a different one, but this is Trolls. But I bought calendars from the Dollar Tree and I bought the little 5x6 canvases, I want to say. And I painted them in a teal color because that's my kitchen color. And then I streaked them with some silver. And then I cut out different pictures out of the calendar and like Mod Podged them onto the canvas. So I have 6 little canvases. And then I took some mason jars and painted those with the teal paint and streaked them, antiqued them. And so those are my little containers to hold things and stuff like that. I'll have to bring those next time.
That's cool.
Yeah, I can't walk around the house and stream. I've got the cheapest webcam and it's about 20 years old. There we go. I changed. I'm making one of my bags instead of, I need a new purse, so I'm making one of my purses.
Leroy Jenkins, welcome in. He says he's getting ready to watch Resort TV 1.
Leroy Jenkins. My kids are gamers. That's the only reason I know Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins is a gamer?
It's a Warcraft reference. It's a meme, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, you can look it up on the internet. But there's this one guy, he yells, Leroy Jenkins, and then he takes off into the fray fighting everybody. It's very funny. But yeah, my kids are online gamers. They go to the Final Fantasy convention every year. They're probably not going this year. But
sorry, I know that's loud.
It's all good.
Here, I'll mute it.
So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for YouTube content in the next 2 weeks because I haven't been posting that much lately, and now since I'll be at my house for 2 weeks, only doing classwork and that's about it. So I got to figure out some stuff to do.
Kenzie, I was looking for like tags to start doing for my streaming. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the
10,
tags and stuff.
You know, that 10 things, top 10 things, blah, 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 top 10 movies I like and stuff like that. I was looking for stuff like that because I'm not necessarily a Disney streamer as such. But if you find anything like that, let me know.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Dad and I'm trying to, I know Steve did a tag a while ago that had to do with Marvel. With like your top 5 Avengers, your top 5 villains, that kind of stuff, top 5 movies. Yeah. And since Dad and I are Marvel fans, I was thinking him and I could do something like that together.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Leroy said BlizzCon is canceled, Pearl.
Ooh.
Is that the Final Fantasy convention, Leroy? I know they've canceled all of our cons. They canceled Emerald City Comic Con and
they canceled Anime Boston.
Luckily, I go to Everfree Northwest, which is our My Little Pony con.
Ooh! I'm sorry, I just had a geek moment. I remember I used to be very into My Little Pony. Yeah. It was not when I was very little. It was like a few years ago.
Well, I got into it because a songwriting friend of mine performs at a lot of the Brony cons.
That's cool.
All over, you know, and so he kind of got me into it. I went to the first one because I was going to watch him perform on the Friday night. And after that, I was just kind of hooked. So I'm going to try and be a vendor at, because they moved it. It used to be in May and they moved it to August this year so it wouldn't compete with the other cons. And it's like, oh my gosh, okay, definitely that'll be on. So I'm probably,
What are you selling?
My bags and stationery sets and paper goods.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So have you like watched the show itself, like on Netflix and stuff?
I've watched some of the Friendship is Magic.
Yep. And, so my friends and I went through a phase where we were very into My Little Pony. If you know the character Discord.
Yes, I know Discord.
I'm cosplaying as him actually.
Hold on a second.
Abby loves My Little Pony, or she did a little bit ago. Yeah.
I have a Discord cosplay I'm still currently working on.
Look at that.
That's so cute.
I also make costumes and cosplay and stuff. And this, cool. Can you guess who this hat is?
Rarity.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, obviously.
And I got some butterflies here in my net. And I got so this is my Rarity hat.
That's adorable. And, yeah, I used to be a really big nerd about it. So like talking about it is bringing up a lot of memories.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
My friends and I were the biggest Fluttershy and Discord people. So I mean it's canon now, so it's all good. it's all good now. The ship is canon. But I cosplay as Discord. My friend actually made a wig for me, and I'm in the process of sewing it. And all that
boxes
stuff.
of the hair bands from the Dollar Tree that come with the hair attached to them.
Hmm.
And I take the hair off of that and use it to make wigs.
That's really cool.
And I've got a whole bin full it out in the garage that I just haven't gotten to in making the wigs and stuff. And
Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing a live stream where I just work on my cosplay and talk, because I need motivation to actually finish sewing these pants that I've been working on for a month, because I'm awful at sewing and I've never sewed pants before.
I think that'd be a wonderful live stream to do, Kenzie.
I think I should totally do that.
I think you
Hey,
should
Pearl.
totally do it too.
Pearl, there was a suggestion. Cargo suggested doing girlfriend. Oh, never mind. Gosh, you should do top 10 movies for each decade of your life.
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be a lot of movies. That would be 50. Well, if we count the decade we're in, that would be 60 movies. But I'm only 4 years into this next decade. So.
Leroy, thank you for the castle is a Jim Shore castle.
I love Jim Shore.
That's what that is behind me. Leroy said like the castle. And then out of TP and Bread near here in Pittsburgh. That's where we're from too, Pittsburgh. That's funny. Small world. I won't sing the song.
It's a small world after all. Too late. Already hit my head.
It's already stuck in our heads now.
It's already stuck.
I'm lucky in that respect. I get my check once a month. So I do my shopping once a month and I get it in the middle of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And my boyfriend buys he can't eat white bread, but he buys cookies and stuff from the bakery outlet. And for every $10, you get a free loaf of bread. And he puts those in the freezer for me. So he delivers me frozen bread, 3 loaves of bread every week. So I've got bread, I've got toilet paper.
Nice.
You know.
Cool.
So I'm pretty lucky. It changes your perspective when you only get your money once a month. You do everything on that one day you get your money, and then you don't think about I buy for the month everything.
Yep.
And, it works out.
Oh.
I mean, I'd rather have a job. I'd rather be working full time, but right now I can't. So it's good that I have that money.
Touring the
Absolutely.
galaxy. Welcome in.
Leroy, you're pretty close to us. So that's funny. Small world, but I'm not going to say it.
It's a small world after all.
My daughter at 2 years old made me ride that ride over 30 times.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
In a row. And I'm excited to ride it in Disneyland. I've never been to Disneyland, so it's going to be very exciting when I get to go. And if we go late enough in the summer, we might get to see Avengers Campus and Mickey's Runaway Railroad, because
Nice.
Campus is supposed to open up this summer, and there's rumors that with all this free time they have in the park that they can really knock out the construction now.
So they're opening a Runaway Railway in Disneyland too.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Back behind I watch a lot of Fresh Baked.
Uh-huh.
And he streams from there, and he does construction update. And from standing back behind Mater's.
Oh, okay. By Cars Land or something?
By Cars Land. It's all
Got it.
kind of behind Cars Land.
Cool.
Kind of behind Avengers Campus, sort of.
Okay.
And
Cargo had a really good idea on how to separate out your movie streams. She said, so give you a bunch of separate streams, divide them up into decades.
Yeah. The movie
like
the
a series.
60s, the 70s, the 80s. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do a lot with that because I've seen a lot. Oh, Flaming Crunchy or Puffs, Lena. Oh, she's not here.
Yeah.
Flaming. Why I would get the Puffs because I have Crunchy. Maybe he could get the Puffs and we could compare them. So That's just my opinion. What do you think, Kenzie? What would you rather eat?
Crunchy.
Crunchy? Oh, okay. Then,
But I don't want flaming.
well, that's what we're supposed to be trying. Well, you could get a plain crunchy and a puff flaming. How's that?
Do that. I can't do that. I'm going to sound like stereotypical, but I cannot do spicy anything.
You sound like Jeff. He doesn't like it either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so let's do, so Tracy, a flaming puff and a crunchy regular.
Yeah. So Pearl.
Yes.
I want to show you the wig that I have for my Discord cosplay.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
So my friend who lives in New Jersey actually bought and styled it from a Cruella de Vil wig.
Ooh.
So this is what it looks like.
Oh gosh, that's awesome.
So she styled that for me, and I am so excited about it because it looks so, because there are so many different cosplayers. Like some people will do all black wigs and then they'll do the all white wigs, but I think the half and half looks so cool for his character.
What did I?
Tracy.
What was Leroy wanting to know? Something, because I saw Stevie
He wants
goes,
to know
ask Lena, she's a travel agent.
He wants to know if he should hold off on his trip.
Leroy, when is your trip planned for? Let's see if we can go back. For the Christmas party? Oh, you'll totally be fine. And this is like totally, you know, a guess on my end, is I think everything will be kind of over and run its course by over the summer.
Oh yeah.
It's a virus, and viruses need cold and weather shifts to survive. When everything levels out, then it goes back down. December 18th week. Leroy, you will 100%. My guess is you will be fine.
Yeah.
I do not see a reason why you would need to postpone that trip.
I agree.
Dad was asking what he needs to get, so I texted him.
Oh, okay. I
he
told him
did
too
not
on
understand.
Instagram. I told him on Instagram. I'm like, flaming puff and regular crunchy.
I know, that's exactly what I said to him. We both messaged him. That's all I said was flaming puff, period. Normal crunchy.
Yes.
So I watch beauty YouTubers too, just because. And I don't watch for the drama, but Jeffree Star reviewed some Cheetos makeup.
Yeah. Pearl, guess what? I don't know if I told you, but I got the purple palette that he just released and the blue blood palette.
Oh, how are they?
They are so, like, they blend so well, and they're so, like, they're just beautiful and very pigmented. Like, you don't need a lot of product for it to show up. I also got what?
I had always used like Wet n Wild or CoverGirl. You know, I grew up in the 80s. You got 4 shades of eyeshadow. You put on your foundation. You did your eyeshadow, your blush, and you were good. And so then I subscribed to Ipsy about a year ago. And I started getting the high-end makeup. And I realized, oh, this is what makeup's supposed to feel like. But it just...
I want to try Ipsy at some point.
It's really good. I get a lot of good stuff from them. I didn't start actually wearing eyeliner until I started using Ipsy because I don't know what eyeliner to get. And I used to be very bad at eyeliner, and I've gotten better at it.
I don't wear makeup often, but that's what I did for one stream back during Vlogmas a year or two ago. I was going to a Christmas party, so I just turned on the camera and recorded myself doing my makeup and chatting while I did my makeup, and tried out new things. Like I had never tried brow powder. Not that I need it. My brows will like knock you over, but I liked it. But then Ipsy has gone to a thing where you can get 3 different levels. You know, the cheap, the medium size, and the great big one. And for the $12 one, you were getting these little bitty samples, and they weren't lasting that long for me. And they kept sending me stuff that I didn't really want. So
Mhm.
I'm not, I have allergies, so I can't do scented products. I don't do bath or masks. If I put a
Yeah.
mask on my face, I start getting sick, the feeling, the sensory of it. So I dropped out of it, gave all that stuff to my mom, but I mean, not my mom, my daughter. She's like my mom. She's raised me well, but I can't wait to get my daughter on a stream with me because Kenzie, I think you'd hit it off with my kid really well. Both my kids are very musical and everything else. But anyway, but Ipsy's fun, you know, and like I said, it was 13 something a month, which isn't much. And you get a nice Tarte Shape Tape primer. I got a little tube of that.
Oh
And
yeah.
I've never used primer before. And I was like, well, I don't need it. And so I tried it and I was like, oh, this is what you use.
Now it looks not like cake. That's what it was for me. I used to use the Tarte Shape Tape concealer,
Yeah.
which is like one of the best concealers that you
I
can
hear
get.
it's
And I
really good.
used that for like a long time, and it got to a point where I think it was going bad because it wasn't looking good on me anymore, and it was just not very good. So I stopped wearing concealer, which looked a little weird, but it was fine. And then I got the Jeffree Star concealer, and that is it's so like you can put like a few dots and it would be full coverage. Like it's so nice. So I got that makeup stuff, and then I'm not planning on getting any other makeup stuff for a while.
When my daughter
Go ahead, Pearl.
When my daughter got into theater, my kid, who's just a little older than you, she started going to Ulta and buying her makeup for the stage at Ulta. And I was like, why are you spending all that money? But then she'd make up her face and I go, oh. Anyway, what you saying, Lena?
I love shopping for my makeup at Sephora because I have such sensitive skin. I break out with certain products, but their clean line, it doesn't break me out and it doesn't leave like weird like slimy feelings.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that I get points towards free products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right before we went on vacation, we stopped in Sephora because I needed the face wipes. They're kind of like Stridex pads, but they're like not the, oh my gosh, the alcohol is gonna kill you over.
Yeah.
And my husband loves Versace Blue, but it's like $50 for a small bottle. And he doesn't wear it that often to make the purchase like it'd probably lose its fragrance before he finished the bottle.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't need to wear it to work in a manufacturing job. He's not trying to impress the other guys, But
Island Girl One, welcome into the stream.
But they had a small sample bottle of it for 300 points. And I had 500 points, so I spent my points to get him a little spray bottle of his favorite cologne.
Yeah. See, and that's a great deal. And that's what I liked about the Ipsy was you get the little small containers, almost sample size. So you're not wasting a whole lot of cash on stuff that doesn't work.
And something to note, like, don't just go in like with the intent to do this. If you're actually interested in a product and try it, Sephora will give you up to 3 samples out of each area of the store.
Oh.
That you can try without any additional purchase necessary.
Oh, that's nice.
So like because I have such sensitive skin, I was talking to the lady and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about it. I've got really sensitive skin and I have to be really careful about what products I use. And she goes, well, don't you know that we do samples? And I kind of looked at her like, no. And she goes, you can get 3 samples out of each area. And so she gave me samples of the facial pads and a toner and a cup. She actually gave me, I think, 5 from the Sephora Clean line because it wasn't like I just walked in and said, "Hey, can I have 3 samples?" I was actually. Tracy wants to know if you want double chocolate Oreos.
I texted him and I said yes.
Okay.
Also,
go ahead.
Oh, also, Mike, I have the mini conspiracy palette. I don't have the full Shane Dawson conspiracy palette. Continue.
So it was really nice to be able to take the products home, and she gave me enough that I had enough for like a full day, like getting up in the morning and cleaning my face and using the stuff and then doing it again at night. And it was really nice not to have to like go, oh, I can only try it once. I had no idea, like, is it going to be good all day? Is it going to, and I did, and I loved it, and it doesn't break out my skin. So it's really nice for them to be able to do that. I do know that they have halted that temporarily, but in the future, if you are looking for something, or if you're not sure if you're gonna like how a makeup sets, or like for me, I can't know if I can wear like a certain foundation unless I've worn it for an hour or so.
Definitely.
So,
and I can't put it on the back of my hand because my skin is
Exactly. So it's really nice that they do that. And if I get a sample, I always try to pick up something from the store to make sure that I'm not just going in there for like a sample of something.
Exactly.
So, I know not everybody is going to want this, like, I know not everybody is into really, like, crazy, obnoxious makeup but personally, I've recently come to the conclusion that I don't care what other people think about what I wear, and, I've started fully embracing my weird sense of fashion.
Yes.
And makeup and stuff like that. And I don't expect everybody to like what I wear. When I went to the mall on Friday, all of my friends and I dressed up in complete black. And I did this like really crazy, I have pictures of it somewhere, red to black eyeshadow with eyeliner. And then I put like little dots. It was a really cool look, and I was really happy with how it came out. And it brought me out of my comfort zone a little bit. And, all of my friends dressed up emo and all that, and it was really fun. So
you should really watch the movie Stargirl.
I'm planning on doing that.
You really need to, especially since you just told me that, because that's what the movie's about, is just
feel better.
Being yourself.
Yes, take care, Stevie Lee.
So,
Hi, Stevie Lee.
I'll be right back. I need to step away. Jeff's.
Yep. Okay.
Jeff needs me. I'll be right back.
Okay, be back.
So, with the makeup, with my outfit and stuff, I've always kind of dressed like I'll wear the same pair of jeans or the same pair of leggings and a hoodie, and like that's all I really wear to school for a while. But I've kind of coming out of my comfort zone, and I'm trying to wear things that make me feel really confident.
Exactly.
And so like dressing in these like weird outfits, like I wore like black jeans, a black shirt, and a blazer with my red Doc Martens and sunglasses.
Yes.
And like that was my outfit with like the crazy makeup, and I wore like black leather gloves, and I felt really cool, and I was really confident about it, and it was really awesome. So I'm starting to do that more. I'm kind of getting out of my comfort zone and just trying to dress in a way that makes me feel really happy and confident in myself.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
And then I'm trying to do the same thing with my makeup. So I found these eyeshadows online that are actually called, they come in individual bottles. I don't know if you can see, but they're called Poison Neon Pigments.
Sorry, hang on. Leave it up there.
Ooh.
They are so vibrant.
Oh, wow.
And they glow under black light.
Oh.
And like you can put a black light on and they're super vibrant.
You need to wear those to Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be the coolest thing. So they're sold out right now, but when they get back on, I think I might want to buy them because they just look so cool and it looks like something I would totally wear.
Cool.
So I really like them. And like I've been trying to wear different in cosplay, doing cosplay and conventions and stuff like that really helps.
Yes.
Getting out of your comfort zone like that.
It does, because nobody's looking at you because they're all looking at themselves. They're all worried about themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend is the one that got me into doing the cosplay and everything. I didn't do it. I figured I was too old, you know.
You're never too old to cosplay.
Never.
Welcome in, Rachel, Meyers the Mouse, biggest fan.
We started going to conventions, and he does SCA, Renaissance reenactment. And
that's so cool.
He started taking me to those events too. So I started sewing for those events and thrift storing and everything. And finally, I got brave. I've never watched Game of Thrones, but we were going to a Game of Thrones event in a club. And so I looked up the costume designer from Game of Thrones and got in her head about how she designed the costumes. And then I sat down and without a pattern just made the Game of Thrones dress.
That's so cool.
And it's a beautiful dress. I absolutely love it. It was the first thing the second thing I'd ever made without a pattern at all. I just sat down and started cutting and draping on my costume form, my dress form. And
that's really cool.
I love that Game of Thrones. It's hanging in the closet. But I made it out of thrifted material, and it's actually upholstery fabric. So it's heavy. Oh my gosh, is it heavy?
Yeah. Like I've also come to the conclusion, because you know what an aesthetic is? Like you have a certain aesthetic in the way that you dress. Like there are people who wear like emo outfits, and then there are people who have like the really like cottage core, and like everybody has a very specific aesthetic. But I've come to my own personal I don't have any of those because it's so hard for me to choose just one type of like way to dress.
Yeah.
So I've kind of come up with my own Mackenzie aesthetic, where it's like just random things, and like one day I'll dress one way and then one day I'll dress another way, and I think it's really fun, and I like the idea of experimenting with what I wear and all
there's
that fun stuff.
Freedom in that, because you're not tied down. You can be whoever you want to be that day, and it's a freedom that
Sorry, Kenzie.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I was just vibing.
Hey, Jeff.
It's just whoa.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing on my screen?
A little bit.
What are you guys doing on my screen?
We heard you were wearing a French maid outfit. Why are you not showing it to us now?
Who told you that?
Wait, what?
It's on underneath this.
Okay.
What were you told I was wearing? Yeah.
Mike Wheeler said you were wearing a.
No, Mike Wheeler.
Well, you know, Mike Wheeler sees everything, so
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be
Mike
the
Wheeler knows all.
So Pearl,
yes, here.
Getting ready for the floor.
I was telling you that I had that Discord cosplay. Well, I originally had that cosplay. I was making it for Anime Boston.
Yes.
And it got canceled.
Oh.
So, and it's not so the people who had pre-registered, I had pre-registered for it. So everybody who was pre-registered for 2020 is now automatically moved over to 2021's convention, which is good.
And that's I guess if I could give one message to everybody about what we're all going through, it's that this is temporary.
Yep.
This is a thing right now, but it will pass. Life goes on. So you now have another year to work on that Discord costume, and think how good it's going to look next year. You know?
Yeah, I know. Now that I have I'm not stressing myself out that I have to get it done as soon as possible. I can focus on it. It's actually another thing about that cosplay. I'll have to next time I'm streaming, I'll have to show you. But I made friendship bracelets. One for Fluttershy and one for Discord. So I'm gonna wear the Fluttershy one, and if I see a Fluttershy cosplayer there, I'm going to give them the other friendship bracelet. I think that would be fun to do.
That'd be fun.
What is everybody working on? What's everybody working on?
I'm making.
I'm working on
flower and garden.
Hanging out.
I'm eating a sandwich.
What's Pearl working on?
On a bag. Let me grab. And by the way, if anybody's in the stream that was in the night that the Dis and That did the auction, I still have the auction prizes. I'm just still waiting on Steve to give me the information of addresses and who paid and everything. Hang on a second, I'll show you.
Dances with Goofy Adventures. Rhonda, welcome in.
I make paper purses.
Paper purses. Okay.
Those are
Is
cute.
it more like a cardboard or is it hardier paper?
It's cardstock, chipboard, scrapbooking paper, lots of other things. This is a little Olaf bag. This is the one Shep got. Shep got this one. Come on, focus.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Very nice.
So this is the one I'm working on. This is a little Minnie Mouse bag.
Okay.
That's cute.
Very neat.
Make them in all different sizes. They are sturdy. The one I had before lasted 9 months, and I carried everything in it. I carried it everywhere I go, and I'm gonna line it, and then I have hardware. I put hardware and linings and everything else. Yeah, but that's what I'm making, and I did not stick my finger in the hot glue this time, which is always fun.
Awesome.
Very
I
nice.
have no fingerprints left because of hot glue. Hot glue is hot. Just saying.
Lena burnt her hand really bad on hot glue.
Right
her
before we
last
went on
trip.
before vacation, I was making ears and I was using my finger to smooth things down, and I don't know if it scarred a little bit, but like I had a big huge blister on these two fingers from that.
Mm-hmm. And it goes up under your fingernails, and because it sticks, it's sticking and burning, and you can't get it. Oh yes, miserable.
Yep.
But,
So when I was making my Princess Mononoke cosplay last year, I was trying to figure out how to do the shoes, because she has like these like burlap sack shoes that she wears, but I wasn't gonna go put burlap sacks on my feet. So what I did was I got brown fabric and I got an old pair of Keds, and I hot glued the fabric to the Keds, and it came out really cool. But in the process of hot gluing it, I burnt my finger, and I have a documentation on my phone of when that happened, like the process of me burning my finger, trying to figure out what to do, all on my Snapchat, because I was messaging my friends. I was like, guys, what do I do? It didn't go well.
Sad.
oh,
I think Dad just got home. Where are my Oreos? I'll be back.
Mike Wheeler, I finished my hot plates, and I'm moving on to making a photo board for a flower and garden. So, yeah. But I'm not liking it so far. But I haven't taken it apart 10 times, right, Lena?
Right?
Chocolate.
Oh, that's not even right.
That was loud, Jen.
Yeah, it is. Good night.
I'm not gonna eat those. I don't.
Oh,
I don't
Takis.
eat Takis.
You have to
My
in
son-
nerd chat.
My son
Take the
loves.
I don't eat
Takis.
Takis.
Oh, what time is nerd chat, Lena?
4.
It starts at 4 their time, 3 our time. We've got about an hour.
Okay, yeah, because we need to get off before that so everybody can hop over to you guys. I just wanted to do some crafting, and you guys have me spoiled because now I don't like to do it alone.
I have dog.
Oh,
No, I
Mike
don't
was
like
talking
this.
about Shep. Today is his and Jenny's 12-year anniversary. Make sure to go over to the Shep family on Instagram and wish him and Jenny a happy anniversary. Wow, Shep and Jenny have been married just about as long as Sam and I.
And how long is that?
12 years.
Okay. Oh, I don't like these.
Chocolate.
1 bite. 1 bite. Do it.
I want to
One
show
bite.
everybody the. It's okay.
1 bite.
It wasn't a clean braid.
Ah! I broke it.
Down the
What's the
hatch.
proper way to eat? Oh, you don't take it apart and lick off the filling?
And where's your milk to dunk?
Are you ready?
Right?
Now Kenzie's choking on the Oreo.
No.
No choking, please.
We are
No
not there to
choking.
give Heimlich.
Kenzie's shooting Oreos.
Yeah, through our
Wow,
nose.
Jeff just made you sound like a druggie, Kenz.
Shooting Oreos. Oh, Lord. They're about as addicting as heroin.
I could not talk, and y'all were making me laugh.
What's that you say, Kenzie? What's that you say? Speak up. We can't hear you.
I was having a very stressful time.
Kenzie,
When
there
you-
you go.
When
Are
you
you
said,
shooting
when you
for ya?
said the milk, like the milk duck, that's why I was doing this like waiter. But he's in the other room, and I was choking on an Oreo. So
Are you shooting Oreos? Jeff said you were shooting Oreos.
Oh, we're like, Jeff just made her sound like a druggie.
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
You're so.
One second, I'm gonna FaceTime Dad and ask him if he can.
Kenzie,
did
there's a stream for you.
What?
The proper way to eat Oreos.
I'm FaceTiming him.
He's in the chat.
I know. 1 second.
Hey, Pam.
See if he
Hello.
answers.
Hi, Pam.
I hope
we
he
got
answers.
some thumbs down, guys.
Tracy, answer your phone.
Thank you, thumbs down, guys.
Can you bring me milk?
Making it up.
No,
Why?
because I'm eating cake.
Hey.
Can I have some milk, please?
What candy?
Sure.
Thank you. I love you.
Inquiring minds want to know what candy.
What?
Inquiring minds want to know what candy.
I was eating cake.
Oh.
Cake.
I said, "Can I have milk?" He said, "No." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because I'm eating cake." And I was like, "Please?" And he was like, "Sure." I was like, "Thank you. I love you." He was like, I was like, "I would like milk." Darn, no milk came from Kenzie's nose from laughing so much because I didn't have any milk. Kenzie's that thumbs down guy on your phone? No. Oh.
Thumbs
Hi,
guy
Thumbs
down
Down
did
Guy.
come visit us. Yes.
we
Thank you.
know who it is, right? We think we
Right.
do.
Thank
I
you
bet
for
Thumbs
the
Down Guy
view.
I have my milk.
Yay.
When I first started my YouTube channel, I had, and I'm fairly sure I know who it was, but I had somebody who went through and thumbs down every one of my videos. And to me, I don't care. I mean, not everybody's gonna like my streams, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with nobody liking me. I'm just fine by myself. But I actually did a post on the thumbs down person, and I said, "You expecting me to cry, or what reaction were you expecting here? Because I'm not gonna feed your
Into it.
negativity. You know, I mean."
So, question: if someone is hidden from your channel,
Yes.
then can they still get on and give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
They can see your videos, but I don't think they can comment, like, or do anything.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
can't interact with you. They can only watch the video itself.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
So-
that.
So, on my account, on my channel, I don't have enough subscribers and views to justify getting a thumbs down. The only video that I have a lot of thumbs down on, I have 25 thumbs down on a video that has 100,000 views on it.
Wow.
So that's
good.
that like to dislike ratio is normal. That's
Yeah,
fine.
absolutely.
I completely understand those dislikes.
So
None of
Kenzie,
my
remember that time there was that goofy situation where you were doing a stream? Did that get wiped clean then? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, another one of my videos that has 13,000 views has 8 dislikes, but it has 64 likes. So that's a normal ratio.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So that situation, that video has. Let me see if I can find it.
Because that one they fixed, I think,
8
partially.
dislikes.
Okay.
It still has 8 dislikes. But I'm gonna tell you guys about a little situation. So I did a look at my 2019 video that was basically me going over what I did in 2019, all this stuff that happened, and that video has 1 dislike. I have a feeling I know who it is, and I'm not going to spill the tea on the stream, but I am pretty sure I know who it is. And to that I say, you are petty.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's petty.
Up until
I'll tell you more details off of the stream.
Up until my first live stream the other day, my like to dislike had been 80% overall on my channel. And after my first live stream, after my second live stream, I'm at 100% like ratio. So I'm not worried about it though. I mean, if you dislike the video, you had to click on my video. You count as a watch because it starts playing automatically, and you took the time to actively click the mouse. So there you go. You interacted with my video.
Thanks for the interaction.
Leroy, all our channels are I am Paper, Scissors, and Vacations Oh My. This is Kenzie with Kenzie Days.
Hi.
Above me is Pearl Manhattan, and then Angela is with Diz Our Dream. And all these ladies have fantastic channels, and you need to go check them out.
And I have to thank Meyers and the Mouse, because it was you and Kelly, Mama, that said, I said, I'm thinking about going live. And you and Kelly were like, yes, you need to go live.
Yes.
And that is what pushed me over the hump to do it. So
yeah, they did the same thing with us too, Pearl.
Me too.
Yep, Kelly. When we met them at
Kelly
Disney.
and Mama for this.
That's right. We met at Disney, and he's like, "You have to go live. Everybody loves lives," and because we weren't going to do it, and he convinced us. So Papa Mouse taking care of us.
Mike said if they're blocked, they cannot comment, but they can give thumbs up and thumbs down. So
okay, then I know.
I was incorrect.
Yes.
I apologize.
Mama Mouse, I'm right there with you, sister.
Yeah.
So
good riddance, my friends.
Good riddance. Bye-bye.
Bye, Lisa.
I thought I'd tell the story about how I kind of became associated, not associated, but like kind of started getting to know specifically Meyers and the Mouse, because with Diz Our Dream and Lena, it was that way. That was through Dad with the Sunday live stream.
You made
But
a
with
warning chat, right?
Meyers and the Mouse was a little different. So, I think Kelly was the one who was live. And it was, I think, the night I had done a Halloween stream. Because Halloween was on a Thursday night last year, yes?
Yes.
So, Kelly was doing the football stream. That my dad got really into the football streams. He thought it was really fun. He really liked watching them. So, on Halloween, I did a stream. It was one of my very first streams that I did. And I got a creepy guy in my chat.
I remember this.
He was saying very inappropriate things towards me, and I was still 17 at the time, so it was even more uncomfortable. He mentioned the fact that he was a older man, and he was just saying very uncomfortable things towards me. So I had ended the stream, and we figured out what to do. I blocked him from my channel. He was hidden. I think either Zip or Mike. Somebody. I don't know who it was specifically. Somebody blocked him from my channel, not being able to chat or anything like that. So I remember this was all going on during the football stream, and Dad had mentioned it, and Kelly was like, "We'll go over there and like do something if we have to," because like he was very, very nice about it, and it was very heartwarming that people were like so like willing to help out with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the energy I get from this whole community. I'm isolated, I'm very alone, and I thought, well, maybe it'll cheer me up, get me out of my depression to watch Disney World. So I found Josh and Jenna with Resort TV 1. Through that, I saw the Beverly Challenge. That introduced me to Dis and That and all those guys and everybody else. And then I met Kelly on Dis and That's stream one night, or maybe it was Steve's stream or one of those streams. And then so I followed Meyers and the Mouse, and then Mama came up, and I was like, oh, it was all over then. Once I met Mama, it was all over.
Well, guys, thank you very much. I'm going to make sure that Kelly watches this portion of our stream, because I think everybody needs to hear the positive impacts that they're making. And
oh, totally.
Great for Kelly to hear. So thank you so much for the kind words.
I remember that, Kenzie, because Trace, because I was just a brand new mod for Meyers and the Mouse at that point. And I was learning about football because my dad would go like, they scored a basket, or something. Like, he'd totally change around all the sports terms. And so he confused me quite a bit. And so I kept entertaining Kelly with my lack of knowledge about sports. But I remember your dad coming into the stream and saying, hey, there's been a problem over on Kenzie's stream. She had to shut it down. This guy, he was saying we're really pretty and wanting to see, like, didn't he ask to see your feet or something?
No, he said he complimented my lips.
Oh, I thought it was your teeth.
He kept he said I had very nice teeth.
Yeah.
And he complimented my lips. And it was just overall a really uncomfortable situation. And like, I understand that comes with being on the internet. Obviously, you're going to get creeps. You're going to get people who are going to say stuff like that. But that being one of my very first situations where I was streaming, I had never had somebody like that before. So it really freaked me out.
Yeah.
And I remember what happened was I had to go live again to make people mods. I had to go live, and he came back when I was trying to figure out how to get mods to delete him. He came back and he started saying creepy stuff again. And it was just a really, really uncomfortable situation. And like I said, I know that comes with being on the internet. You're always going to get people like that. But since it was such an early on thing, I wasn't prepared.
Disconcerting.
And that's why it's important to have your mods, because
it is.
If something like that happens and you're not used to it or you don't know how to handle it, it can all come crashing down. And it's a really stressful situation.
Mike Wheeler says that's one of the reasons why, a little behind the scenes of why I try to be first, especially if I mod, because I go in periodically from time to time once the stream is posted and check on the chat, and we love you for that, Mike Wheeler.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Yes.
I will always remember when Mike found out he was a mod on my channel. I have screenshots from the chat because it was like so sweet. He was like, "Am I blue? Wait, am I blue?" Like he was like freaking out, and it was I thought it was a really awesome moment.
I think we all remember like the first time, like we all remember the channel who made us a mod first, because. And then, when it's all of a sudden it just happens, you're like, wait a minute. They picked me to be a mod for their channel over, Pearl Manhattan or Kinsey Days or, Angela and Jeff or Kelly and Yvonne. You're like, why pick me, So,
Kinsey modded me. That's my first mod on YouTube at all. Kinsey modded me. I noticed that last her stream. Thank you so much.
The last time I streamed, I added Pearl, I added Noah, and I think I added someone else, but I can't remember who.
Please.
The first channel that modded me that wasn't my dad was, I believe, Meyers and the Mouse.
The first channel that modded me was Amy with AJC Magic TV.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mine was Dole Dad and
Wow.
Dev and Prince Charming Dev. Those were my two.
That's
They're both on the same day.
That's cool.
What was your first one, Ange?
I think it was Meyers and the Mouse.
Was it really? Wow, guys.
I
I
think.
think Meyers and the Mouse or PTV was my second one.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw that Meyers, Kelly had made me and Dad mods at the same exact time. So I remember Dad was sitting in the living room and I was in the kitchen, and they had just gone live, and I looked on my phone and my dad was like, "Kens, did you see?" And I was like, "What?" And then I saw and I was like, "I'm blue." And I ran out. I was like,
Tracy, thank you. Tracy is dropping links to channels, even my own. Awesome. Thank you so much for doing that, Tracy. Appreciate
Absolutely. Thank you.
He was quoting Wow Wow Wubsy for you guys. And the growly Gus is coming. The growly Gus. Anyway, I got to go fix him a sandwich. So if you're still here when I get back, if you're not, it's all good anyway. I'll be right back.
all right. Yeah, I remember that was actually the first person I was modded that's not in the Disney community was my friend Luke on his gaming channel, because I was the only person in his chat, and he was like, "Oh, I might as well just make you a mod." So.
And is that your friend who you've been doing like lunchtime food reviews with?
Yeah, that's Luke. I really want to do a stream with my friends at some point.
Mike Blair says, "I'll never forget the day I became a mod for this channel. It took me getting blocked to become a mod." I remember that. Mama had pushed a button and blocked Mike Wheeler.
I do remember that.
That was on one of our early crafting chats.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. I was really good at deleting comments and blocking people. Pretty much every time I put my phone in my pocket. So do that. If you're modding for a channel, do not ever put your phone in your pocket, because then you delete like 100 people.
Or like Shep, he left his phone on the table, and one of his twins timed me out.
Oh no!
Nice.
I was like, "What did I do?" And he's like, "I think I timed out Lena."
So I think one of my favorite memories that have to do with the scrap and chat is when I hit 300 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
It was, you guys were live and I was in school, and I remember chatting, and I was like, I was in economics watching, And you guys were like, you gotta go back to, you got to get back to class. And I was like, it's fine. I don't have anything 9th period that I need to do. So I remember driving home. I remember walking to my car with my earbuds in, listening to the chat and like kept telling everybody I was gonna go to the car and I was gonna drive home. So I had the sound on in my car while I was driving, and I remember Mama was like, everybody go subscribe to her, go subscribe to Kenzie, get her up to 300 subscribers. Everyone was really cheering me on, and I remember when I think Mama was like, she hit 300, I pulled my car over, and I pulled over to the side of the road at a safe area, and I was like,
No way.
no way, yeah. So my dad said, how did that go, Kenzie, when you streamed with your friends? Okay, so here's the thing. I can stream with Emmy because I know she won't zip slip. Because she doesn't zip slip in real life. She doesn't do that. That's not something she does. Luke has a little bit of difficulty with it. But if I smack him enough times, he'll listen and he'll try not to zip slip. Parker has no
filter.
No filter. Like, it is impossible to get that man to not swear. So when I did my New Year's Eve stream at 2 a.m, my Clue stream, I had 3 people watching. And at the very beginning of the stream, I said, there will be zip slips. Just letting everyone know. I was like...
We had just gotten back from the party at Pop Century, and I was trying to wind down a little bit, and I saw that you were live. And I think in the first 30 seconds, there was a zip slip, and you're like...
Yeah, no. So that video is like the zip slip video. Because my friend Parker can't go 5 seconds without saying the F word.
Oh boy.
It's intense. So, those videos that I've made with Parker of us doing our clarinet stuff and all that, a lot of editing goes into those. Because every 5 seconds he's swearing. And at least I'm able to control myself. Like, I swear a good bit outside of streaming. It's a little out of hand. I'm getting better. But with my friends
on stream, if you have a jar and you have a zip slip jar and you tell them it will cost you $0.25, and they will keep track in the chat of how much you owe the jar.
So this is what I'm thinking.
You could make some money for college, girl.
So I'm thinking I can get like Luke, Emmy, and Parker all together, and we can do some type of stream. I don't know how Disney related it'll be, but it'll still be a stream, and we'll do something. I'll get them together. We can all sit in here and do something.
But see, your channel isn't like strictly Disney.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been focusing on Disney so much in the past few months, and like I have been trying to do things that aren't Disney related.
Yeah.
Because that I am not a strictly Disney channel. But becoming a part of this community, it makes me want to do a lot of Disney themed streams. But I think it would be really fun to get my friends together in here and just sit down and stream and talk about stuff. I don't know what we talk about, but we talk about something.
You find something, right?
Well, and see, that's why when I set my channel up, a lot of people are like, well, why didn't you name it Paper, Scissors, and Disney on mine? And I'm like, because I will be going on trips other than Disney, and I don't want to be just strictly a Disney channel. Like, a lot of my content is Disney right now, because that's where we've been. But, like, if we go to Branson, it's not like I have to go, okay, for the next few videos, these aren't going to be Disney themed for a while. It's just we're on vacation again, so it worked out well, I think.
Yeah.
Tracy wants to know, are we what?
Am I what? Please let me know.
Emma, what?
Hey, what is your geek talk about today?
Did you watch Iron Man, Ange?
I did.
Oh,
I
so
did.
apparently it's Iron Man.
I'm not going to ask you what you thought now because we're going to talk about it during the stream.
Yes. Yes.
It's about.
I'm worried. I'm
I
worried
know.
though.
It's about flaming hot Cheetos and
normal ones.
And
normal
Oreos.
Cheetos and Oreos and Harry Potter and Iron Man
Basically,
and Lord of the Rings.
nerd talk.
Yes.
And
That's
Tracy
it.
says, "Hold
Yeah.
on, there's other places to go on vacation than Disney." What? No.
Nuh-uh.
What? No.
Marguerite says
No.
Joey's World went live from Hollywood Studios. Rockin'
Today?
Robin says apparently. Rockin'
How did I
Robin
not
says a zip slip jar for Kinsey's college fund on Diz and That.
Oh, Dad's insult. He said, "Are you, Kenzie, getting better at zip slips?" Around you, I am.
There we go.
When I'm with my friends, it's kind of.
So can I tell you guys a funny story?
Of course.
Yes.
This is funny. So Zach never swears. He doesn't say the F word. I know we talked about that.
Mhm.
Never. So we were at Disney and we were all sleeping together in the same room. And he does have a habit of talking in his sleep, or he'll yell out loud or whatever.
Mhm.
He was yelling out that word like there was nobody's business.
No way.
Like,
Hilarious.
I could, even Jeff like woke up and he's like, what is he saying over there? So the next day I said to Zach, I said, you wouldn't believe what you were saying when you were dreaming or whatever. I don't know what he was doing. He must have been like sleep talks, but we were cracking up. It was just so weird hearing him say that because he doesn't normally swear, but we were cracking up. I said, you must say it away from us. Otherwise it wouldn't come in your mind,
Yeah.
right?
Would it be in your subconscious?
Yes, maybe. But it was so funny.
I have a funny
That's
story
hilarious.
about swearing. So, I try not to do it a lot, but I do it a lot when I'm with my friends because
That's just what you do.
that's
Yeah.
just how it is. So, my friend Emmy, I've known her since I was 3. She's been in my videos. I love her to death. I asked her to prom. She's literally like my favorite person in the world. And so she doesn't swear. She does not swear. It's not like she's anti-swearing because she doesn't really care. It's just something that she doesn't do. So on Friday, when we went to the movies, we were hanging out with our friend Willow, and I had to drop Willow off where she lives, which is in the woods. So it was dark. It was really dark, and we're on this like road, and it's in the woods, and I'm just like trying to not like hit a pothole. And Willow stops us and says, "I need to warn you about the eyes." And I was like, "What do you mean?" So somebody else who lives in the woods set up these reflective red eyes in the middle of the woods. So if you were driving late at night and your headlights hit it, you just see them with no explanation.
Really?
Very creepy. It was really weird. And when we actually got to them, obviously we already knew they were going to be there. We screamed anyways because that's terrifying. You're driving in the darkness and that's there. And there's actually another pair later on. It was a smaller pair and they were white and they were also in the woods. And we were like, why does someone feel the need to do that?
Wow.
So as we were driving away, Emmy turns to me and says, "I want you to know that if Willow had not told us about those eyes, that is the only time I would have ever sworn." She was like, "That is the closest I've ever gotten to swearing."
Wow. Scary.
It was wild.
Do they look like animal eyes? Because I know sometimes if you're driving and like a raccoon is on the side of the road, like when they turn, their eyes kind of
They
reflect.
were vibrant red, like monster eyes.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And as we were driving out during the day, when we were driving away from her house through the woods, somebody spray painted a really weird face on a tree, and we were freaked out by that. I'm like, do you live in a parallel universe out here? Like, I'm so confused. There's so much happening.
That's funny.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, that's creepy to see something like that, you know?
Yeah, it was scary.
So,
But we had a really fun time, so.
are you and your friends into the whole paranormal investigation thing? Is that something you've ever done?
I want to.
I have weird. I'll tell you my weird opinions about that. I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe in spirits. I believe that people who have passed on, their spirits can exist alongside us, and you can kind of get that feeling there that they're there. You feel it in you, and you kind of you see these signs, and I think that they have a way of telling you that they're there. But I don't believe in the whole, oh, there's a little girl at the end of my hall singing little lullaby songs, that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't believe in that kind of paranormal stuff, but I believe in, like, spirits of, like, dead relatives and all that.
Okay.
It's a weird, but I don't tell people, I'm not going to insult people if they do believe in that stuff, because you can believe what you want to believe. It's all fine. I'm not going to tell people they can't.
Yeah. Makes sense.
My daughter and my son would really like to have that experience of doing the whole ghost hunter thing. In fact, my son, for his birthday, he wanted us to take him to this random abandoned building. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that. That's called trespassing.
Oh, I want to do that so bad. Let me tell you, okay? I told you Emmy, she's a sweetheart. I love her. The one that doesn't swear. She is so into urban exploration. And, like, if I said to her, hey, there's an abandoned house in the middle of the woods, she would say, let's go. Like, she would so do that. Like, I want to have a paranormal activity type, like, ghost hunting experience, because I think that would be fun.
Right.
I would so do that.
Well, I was watching, like, you know how when you watch one thing, all of a sudden you get like on YouTube you get suggestions for other things to watch. I watched something about, you know, one of those abandoned malls where they went and showed you everything that was in the mall. And so, like, a couple days later, there was this recommendation for remodeling an abandoned home. And apparently this family was out hiking and they found this big abandoned mansion over this cliff, and they went and researched it, and the state owned the house and the property, and they bought it for $1.
That is insane.
And they bought it for $1, and it was like a 14-room mansion overlooking this cliff. And they bought it for $1, and they're remodeling it completely themselves. And I'm like, why can't I find an abandoned house, you know, for $1, you know?
I do have a story. When I was younger, a lot younger, with my first husband, we had a business where we would dismantle houses. And one of the projects we worked on was a house from the 1860s that was tongue and groove on the floors, the walls, the ceilings, everything.
Wow.
And so we were carefully salvaging all the tongue and groove. And there was one point where my first husband had gone downstairs outside to the truck, and he was and his partner was upstairs working. And when he was downstairs, he heard this crash that sounded like a wall had fallen down, and he heard his partner yelling. And he hightailed it up the stairs and got up there, and nothing was taken down. And his friend was sitting there drinking a Coke, waiting for him to come back. And he was like, "Did you hear that?" And his friend didn't hear anything, but it came from the house. And there were a lot of weird things happened in that house. And eventually we were done with it. And I was glad. The front half of it was an old house, but they had added on through the years. And it was kind of like this labyrinth of extra rooms. They'd add a room, and then a couple of years later, they'd add another room, and it kind of meandered out through the back. And these rooms had no windows. They were just linked through the doors
That's creepy.
It was a very, very creepy house. We heard lots of weird things and saw weird things. Yeah. So, and I don't know, maybe it was youth and overactive imagination from hearing all the stories, or maybe we really saw something. I don't like to speak in absolutes about things because I don't know everything. So
yeah. I mean, I think it would be cool if ghosts were real, and I think that would be interesting. And there's no saying that, like I said, I believe in spirits. I don't think there's anything saying that there's not spirits there. I just personally, like the cheesy paranormal movies with like the creepy little ghost girl and like that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that I'm like, oh.
When I was little,
and Michelle Coulter, welcome to the stream, guys.
When I was little, so like my bedroom, like you walked in the door here, and like straight, like I'm staring, like if I walked in the room like this way, straight in front of me would have been a window, and then over to the side there was a window, and I was probably, let's see, Howard would have been in jail.
Oh.
No, I'm not in jail. Howard would have been in the army, which
that's
to him
a very
different
thing.
To him, it was jail.
What? Oh my. Mike, thank you, buddy.
He was gone, so I would have been in. So yeah, I would have been about 5, and I looked up because it was over the summer. For some reason, like the blinds were up, and so Dad's like, "Have you put the blinds down in your room?" And I'm like, "No." Dad's like, well, you need to go put the blinds down. It's nighttime. We don't want people looking in the house at nighttime. So I remember, and I remember walking in and looking up, and in the window it looked like a devil face, like in the window. Yep. And I screamed, and I ran back into the living room, and like it was like 3 steps from the door of my room to the living room. And I laid on the couch, and I wouldn't talk about, like, Dad's like, what's going on? I'm like, no. And like I think I said like scary face in the window. And so Dad went and looked, and he's like, there's nothing there. And I'm like, there was a face in the window. And like Mom and Dad were like, it's probably just your imagination. I could draw you a picture of it to this day of what it looked like.
Tim Pruitt wants to relate a family ghost story. So
sure. Let us know in the chat what your ghost story is.
Once you post it in the thing, we'll read it.
Yeah.
But Lena, faces in windows, I cannot. Like see, my biggest fear is someone breaking into my house. Home invasions are some of the most terrifying things, because if anywhere you should feel safe, it should be in your own home. And the idea that you can't do that is terrifying to me.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of someone like looking in my window. One is genuinely terrifying because my window is very high up from the ground. And in my fenced-in backyard, which means that they would have a way into my backyard and a ladder and be looking in my window. So the idea of all of those things genuinely terrifies me.
Well, Lena, I think you could probably relate to this, knowing this area. There's a lot of reports that go around about noises of people trying to break in and petty theft and things like that. And it turns out it's the raccoons.
Yep.
So it's the trash pandas.
You'll probably remember this one, Pearl. back from about 2009, there was a they were telling people if you hear a baby cry and you see a car seat outside, don't go outside, call 911.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, why? There's a obviously they're like, no, it's a sound recording and they're kidnapping women.
Yeah.
Human trafficking, yeah.
Yep. And but the scarier part is it was happening on a military installation.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
There's a lot goes down on the military base.
Pearl, do you remember the bomb at the PX back in 2009?
No, but that's the year my husband passed away, so I don't remember much from that year.
Sam was home. It was a weekend, I think. And Sam and I were just chatting in our room, and like you hear a couple of police cars go by and you don't think anything of it. Well, we had counted up to 30 police vehicles, and we're like, let's go outside and see what's going on. And what it was is an EOD soldier had, mental PTSD, and he had planted a bomb at the PX and at the shopette underneath the propane tank, like 2 blocks away from our house. And he was holding his family hostage in the house with another bomb.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tim Pruitt says, I grew up in East Tennessee and my mother's family named Sensbog.
That's what I would say.
Sensbog.
Growing up, we played all over our family property, which included a tunnel which ran under the railroad.
Yeah.
They called Cinnabog. It was called Cinnabog Tunnel. You can look it up on the internet. Thank you. My chat keeps jumping. You can look it up on the internet. The story is people go there and hear a baby crying. My mother's always told me the stories weren't true, but it was a creepy place.
The thing is ghost stories and folklore and tall tales all originate. The story originates in truth somewhere in the story. So if they're maybe there was, someone heard a baby cry, and maybe, at some point there were offshoots on the tunnel, because I'm guessing it might be from mining.
Yeah.
The story is that one of my mother's family left a baby there a long time ago. Mom said no way. Now, you see, if I'd be interested, Tim, if you can go back in your family history and find where a baby was born and there's no more records of it. That's what I would be interested in, is if you say, okay, here's my piece of paper, and right here this baby was born, and there's nothing, there's no death date,
no trace to any of that person.
There's no way to trace it. Then I might say, yeah, there may be something to that story. I'd love to know some follow up on that, Tim.
Totally.
And Rockin' Robin says, if you see two twin girls next to each other, don't go near them. If you hear, come play with us.
I love The Shining. One of my favorite movies. I'm a very big Stephen King fan.
He says, I agree. I never heard a baby cry, but I know I didn't go in there after dark.
So, yeah, everything originates from somewhere, especially when it comes to cryptids. So if you know, if you know, like the Mothman or Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot, everything originates from some type of experience and story.
Oh, Mike Lewis says, Kinsey, you should do a late night ghost story stream.
I should. That would be fun.
That'd be fun.
That would be. I mean, I gotta come up with some type of schedule for my channel for the next 2 weeks. Gotta do something with my life. I've already got the schedule plan of I get up in the morning, I do exercise on the treadmill, and then I do homework, and then I do nothing for the rest of the day. I'm going to get everything done early in the morning so I can spend the rest of my day relaxing.
And routine is very, very important.
Yeah.
It's, and people look at me and go, oh, well, you stay home all the time. You don't work outside the house. Must be nice. And it's like, no, I don't sit around in the chair eating Oreos. That lasted about 2 weeks. And then
that's what I'm doing right now.
And so routine is very important. Even simple things, that you make space for your YouTube channel, make space for crafting. You may not do any crafting that day, but you've made space for it. And if you decide to do something else, the importance of getting up, taking a shower, getting dressed every day. Those are.
Mike, what does our time look like? Sorry.
It is 2:25.
Yep.
Okay.
25 after. And I can't find my hole punch. So
Tim, if you go, if you send it to me on Facebook, I will put. It's okay. The only people that can post web links are mods. But if you send it to me on my TA messenger, I'd be happy to see what it is and post it. Okay, or go ahead, send it to Tracy. That works too.
You can send it to any of the mods, and they would most likely post it.
Yeah, Tim, do dig a little deeper. I would love to know. Like that's really interesting, because
totally,
my from the time I was probably in first or second grade, my Aunt Lena, she started for their family vacations, because she was a teacher and he worked for Hewlett Packard. They did camping vacations, but they did genealogy vacations. It was, hey, let's go track down this field where there's supposedly a tombstone for great. And they found them, and like they have, they'll contact the people like, oh yeah, oh, your Summers, there's over in the corner of this field there, it's blocked off, and they would go find these headstones. And so genealogy to me is very, very interesting. It actually turns out that my husband Sam and one of my friends from high school, her name's Rachel, they actually are third cousins. And it's like, what, 3 or 4 greats, babe? 3 or 4 great grandma. That her and Rachel look identical. It looks like Rachel went to one of those old-time photography studios and put on an outfit and took a picture.
That's really cool. Yeah, I wish I could do those type of genealogy things, but like when it comes to my family, when I ask my family members, hey, where are we from? They're like, oh, New York. Like my whole family is from here. We've been from here for a really long time. I did one of those ancestry things, and the only thing I know about my heritage is Germany, Scandinavia, and more like European places. That's about it.
Ancestry.com is actually a really interesting tool if you're wanting to get started in looking up your family history. You've got 2 weeks, Kenzie. Start working on that family tree.
I'm gonna dedicate some of my time to that, definitely. Like that kind of stuff is really cool to me.
And like you can find, like you get, like you'll put in, like it'll start with you, and then it'll branch off to your mom and your dad, and then it'll do another branch. It'll be their parents, and it'll just keep building out, and they'll pop up little leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there's someone else that's put in information that's like close to yours, and they'll say, oh, well, this person, maybe it's like your cousin on your dad's side, and they've got a whole bunch of information on your dad's side filled out. It'll automatic, if you say, yes, this is my family, They will automatically fill in for you.
Yeah. So my dad said we had a friend that went on a date. When the girl's mom dropped the boy off, the mom said that the boy was a distant cousin.
That's why my boyfriend and I are together. He says he had to import a girlfriend from the other end of the country because he is pretty much related to everyone from a line south of Olympia all the way down to Oregon. He's related to just about everybody. And they would go to family reunions at the Swiss Hall down in Raymond. And
that is really nice, Mama.
Start chatting up a girl, and they would stop him and say, "No, she's your cousin, hon."
That is super cute.
I love that.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That is nice.
So is that going to be a scrapbook page, or is that going to go in a shadow box for your wall?
No, it's going to go on the wall.
Nice.
That's pretty bulky for a regular page.
Yeah. No.
No.
If it was a regular page, I would have used the miniature clips instead of the full size ones.
Yeah, very nice.
So Lena, the thing about that is, Dad can correct me if I am wrong, but I believe my grandfather is adopted. So I don't know how much information we can get from him particularly.
My mother was adopted, so what I had to do was just settle on her adoptive parents' lineage and just claim that as my own. Because my mother's adoption, all we have is her mother's name and her father's last name and where she was adopted from. And Markoff is her birth mother's last name. But do you know how popular the name Markoff is?
Markoff, yes.
And this
very popular.
Of World War II. And so we don't know if maybe she was a rescued baby from Europe, or we don't know how she ended up in the orphanage she ended up in. So, but what I did was her adoptive parents, I just grabbed a hold of that line and traced it back and claimed that as my own. So that's one thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom said... My mom said I had a friend in high school that liked a guy she worked with, and then she found out they were brother and sister.
Oh boy.
Wah, wah, wah.
See, one of the things about where I live is that if you live here, you're probably going to continue to live here. Like, my mom and dad have lived here their whole lives. My grandparents have. All of my aunts and uncles have. My mom's friends, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's not unheard of to leave because everybody does other stuff, but most of the people that my parents went to high school still live in the area. So it's like everyone knows everyone, and you could very well be related to people.
Wow.
Because like my mom said, Ken's, your grandmother thought you were all Indian, which you are not.
When I was pregnant with my oldest,
well, Dad, I mean, you live up here. I know you were born in Florida. We know. You don't need to continue to remind us.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
I thought I said something. I didn't.
When I was pregnant with my oldest, we lived. My husband was going to college, and he worked in the library. And so I spent all of my time in the genealogy library at the university. I'd get up in the morning with my big old belly and sit there and comb through microfiche, looking at the ship records of people coming in on the boats and history books and everything else. And that's where I did the bulk of my research, was through the U.S. Census microfiche and microfilm, which now a lot of it's online. But that's go to your local library, the local university library, see if they've got the back copies of the census. Where in Florida, Tracy? If you don't have to say if you don't want to. Just what part?
I was born
in
Jacksonville.
Ah, right. My first husband's family was all from Arcadia, Florida. So
Interesting.
yeah.
But yeah, my grandmother told us that we were Cherokee Native American, and we are not. So.
I am Cherokee, but I'm like 1/32 Cherokee.
I think that's what she told us too, and I was like, okay.
French, Scotch, Irish, English, Jewish, Russian, Polish. I identify strongest with the Polish, but my grandfather, when his whole family came over from Poland, they my grandfather was born here, my father's father, and he changed his last name because he didn't like the Polish last name. He was an American. He wanted an American last name, so he changed his name. I wish he'd have kept the Polish one because it's much cooler.
People did that a lot back then. That was a very common place, especially for Italians, I believe. Italians would often change their names to more westernized versions of them.
Well, and it also had to do with the language barrier when they came in through Ellis
Definitely,
Island.
yeah.
And our last name was Cross for the first 6 months they were in America because they signed their name with an X. So they were Cross until they learned enough English to be able to say, oh, my name is this, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give it out for privacy reasons. So.
Yeah, of course.
But, you know, but it's a WICZ. It's a Polish last name, so it's a cool last name too. But all right, we have talked about.
We've got about 25 minutes until
Nerd Talk.
Nerd Talk starts. So we should probably start winding down this stream so that everyone can get into that stream.
We need a potty break and a food break and.
Whose stream is it on today? And do you have a link for us?
Yes. It's on Diz Our Dream.
It's on ours.
Mama, why don't you start? This is your channel, and we'll just go Mama to Pearl to Ange to Kenzie, and I'll go last of what's coming up on your channel.
Well, this week is pretty up in the air, so make sure that you are subscribed and you have your bell notification on because I will be home all week, which means I will have like this random, hey, I think I want to scrap for a while. So there'll be that at any unannounced moment.
That's going to be.
And then, right. And then we have Thursday with Dreaming with, or Wednesday, Preserving the Magic, as always. And then Thursday is Dreaming with the Mouse with Diz Our Dream. And I think it's on Diz Our Dream's channel, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then Saturday is the normal Meyers and the Mouse. So nothing too exciting here.
Pearl, what's coming up for you?
I'm thinking I'm going to go live on Saturday. I'll probably look again at the live place and pick a spot that's not already filled and go live for probably an hour on Saturday. The rest of the week I'll be watching everybody else's streams and working on, I need to get some non-live videos up too. I've got some music that needs more videos and stuff. I've been working on my music again. So, and remember, tell your devices to play music by Armadillos After Dark and Pearl Manhattan, and you'll get to hear my wonderful music. And also, I'm putting out there, if people want little short musical interludes for their channels, original music, hit me up, and we can talk.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and support your local crafters and online businesses during this time, because there's a lot of people whose income comes from direct selling and they can't sell right now. So support your local businesses, your local crafters. Take care of each other.
Definitely.
Yeah. Ange, what about you guys?
So we have our Geek Talk right after this. That's coming up. And then we'll probably be dropping a couple of videos this week, just some regular vlogs. Thursday, we have Dreaming with the Mouse. And like Momma Mouse said, make sure you're subscribed and have the bell on, because Jeff is probably going to be heading down to Orlando on Thursday. We may or may not go with him. I'm not sure. But it's not till Thursday evening. So we shall see if they're still have flights, and we haven't decided if we're going to drive. We're just waiting to see how everything plays out. So that's that. And then Saturday's our normal stream. So at 11. All right, Kenzie, you're up, darling.
So I'm finally going to edit that video that I filmed like 3 weeks ago with Luke for a lunch food review that I didn't get the chance. I've just been postponing editing that because I suck and I'm not good at this. I'm probably going to be editing some old footage I have from last August, because I still have videos that I wanted to post from all the way back then. And I think that's normal when it comes to the Disney streaming community, to be posting film from a really long time ago. And then streaming tomorrow at probably 4 or 4:30, depends on the time. I mean, I don't think I have rehearsal at all for the next 2 weeks, so it's gonna be pretty up in the air regarding streaming and stuff, since I don't have anything going on. So if at some point during the day I might just stream myself making my cosplays or working on that kind of stuff, if I want to, because I feel like that's a good way to get that social contact, because I can't really do that.
Right.
So to be social and talk to people, I'll probably be streaming throughout the weeks. But yeah.
When is your play? When's that?
It was rescheduled to an undetermined date at the moment, because they can't find a date without conflicts yet.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
So I'm really hoping that it doesn't just get completely canceled, because it's my last show.
My kid had a one of the supporting roles in Urinetown, and it was supposed to be next week, and it's canceled indefinitely. So I get that. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to jump in there.
Scrap Room Sunday tonight after Sunday Nerd Talk. My vacation videos are still going up on Tuesdays and Saturdays. I have some other random videos that are going to be kind of going up at, just probably anytime, random times. So make sure, like if Anna said, make sure the notifications are on so that you see those when they drop. I'm like Momma Mouse, like Kenzie, like Ange, Pearl all said, make sure notifications are on, because you never know when somebody's just going to randomly go live. A lot of uncertainty going on. So make sure to support each other.
Definitely.
And Angela, make sure you tell Jeff put his pants on before he goes to Orlando. He was bragging on another stream, on my stream, that he didn't wear pants when he streams. But tell him, be sure and put his pants on. Okay.
I'm a bit concerned.
Yeah,
me too.
I think he was talking about wearing shorts, I'm hoping, but you never know.
Well,
with him.
my son had come in the room, and I had fussed at my son. We wear pants in this house, and he was like, "Well, I don't wear pants."
Yeah, that's something he would say. Yeah,
tell him make sure he puts
funny.
pants on before he goes to Orlando.
And
wow,
you're gonna have to come back on another stream and let us know what you found out about the baby.
Definitely.
what?
Tim.
The baby in the tunnel.
The baby in the tunnel.
Oh, the baby in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Dang.
I got really concerned for a moment.
Right? I'm like,
what?
Baby.
All right, y'all. Thanks so much for having me, and it's been
It was a
time.
great stream.
you are very welcome. I'm glad that we were all able to get together and hear all of your awesome stories. So it was
Make
fun.
sure to head over right now to Does Our Dream for Sunday Nerd Talk.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Is there a link? No?
Yes,
No link?
there's a link in the chat.
Yes, it's been posted.
Yep. We'll see you guys in about
Okay.
15.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Happy fantastic.